What is going on, everybody? Everybody. We're waiting on snacks.
Everybody.
And our guest person, she has not showed up yet. I want to get her TikTok name correctly, so I don't want to mess it up. Druid Princess, I think is her name. Pretty sure it's Druid. Yeah, Druid Princess.
What
no,
a name!
Sorry. Druid Prophetess. Druid Prophetess.
What a name like Druid! That should tell you a lot about her already.
It is. So I'm waiting on her. I want to make sure I give a what I know about her on TikTok, and her description is your local lesbian, polyamorous, trans Antifa, angry little druid B word.
Hey.
So we'll see if
so she's an ally.
Yep. So we'll see if she shows up, and if not, we have tons to talk about today because a lot of crap took place over the last few.
Okay, so Marlon, set the ground rules for how this interaction is going to go because this is your platform.
First, I want her to. Well, it's our platform. I still got to give you guys access to this. So when I'm not here, you guys can set up your own shows. So, because this is a group thing. Let's be honest. I came up with the idea, but still, I want everyone to have their hand in it because it's now a group thing. I'm going to give her time to give her opinion on 3 topics: social justice, abortion debate, and police violence. So,
there he is.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show, to the big show.
The big
show. I'll give her. We'll tackle one topic at a time. Oh, sorry, the gender argument, social justice, and abortion rights. That's the 3 topics.
Okay.
And when she does show up, I'm assuming she will, in good faith. Then what we'll do is to give her time to explain why abortion is okay.
12 minutes?
We'll give her about 5.
No. Hey, look. The one person you need
to
do that to is Snacks. You need to tell that to Snacks.
Yeah,
Snacks
don't butt in.
Has to be like, hold on.
Okay,
I'm gonna be chill.
No butting in, no cutting her off. We're just gonna have her talk. Give her 5 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever. But I want her to get her point out, and then we'll go one by one to interact or ask questions if we have any, and give each other 5. Each will have 5 minutes to say what your point of view is. I'll have a timer.
Okay.
I don't think we need 5 minutes though. If it's 4 of us, we should only get like 2 minutes.
No, I'm going to give you 5. Here's why. Because I don't see things exactly the way you do, and you don't see this the same way. Even though we have some similarities, I want everybody to get their point out. Because you might say something that she might agree with. You never know. So I want everyone to have the.
I doubt I'm gonna agree with anything that comes out.
Look, Snacks.
What?
There's a comment here just for you.
Hey, what's up, Nicole? How are you?
I can't see the comments.
It says, Snacks, hello, love.
Ooh.
Snacks has a mirror. him and the dashing, Rick Ross smile that he got there.
These teeth is fake. They come out when I go to sleep.
Hey, mine too, but they don't come out. Bet mine are more fake than yours.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm getting fake teeth. If I ever come to the point where I lose mine, I am not going through life without a good set of teeth. I'm sorry.
You can look as good as me.
Right. I want those. I want the kind. Whoever doctor did yours, I want that doctor.
I want Marlon's teeth.
She says it's Smalls.
Oh, what's going on, Small? How are you? That's my girl. She ain't no joke.
Marlon, where you get your teeth? How much your teeth cost?
$56K.
56 what?
Wow.
Okay.
I'll glue together 32 fucking chitlets. I'll fucking pay 56K.
Hold on. I'll tell you why. It's an investment for me.
Okay.
I got to a point where I couldn't eat.
Dang.
So let's just say that it was a necessity where you have teeth that were yours that were unusable, and it caused you pain every time you chomp down on even bread. Then it's probably telling you it's time to change something.
Bread?
Yeah, I was on a liquid
but you
diet
had some kind of mouth disease though.
Yeah, I was on a liquid diet for 4 months. 4 months. I couldn't chew.
I was on a liquid diet that long when after I had my surgery. I couldn't eat no solid foods for a while, and it was like 2 months.
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, everything they had to, when they pulled out everything, it was a 9-10 hour surgery. They yanked
Wow.
everything out, and then they had to scrape the bone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they had to take off another millimeter or so of bone off, and then they had to put they almost had to go into my cheek to anchor it, but they had to angle it just enough to get into the bone, and 'cause I was losing bone.
So
They were almost worried I wasn't going to get it.
What was wrong with it though? Were they rotted or just?
No, they were falling out. They were losing bone density. Where they were just starting to hang. So when you bite, they were just cushion.
Oh shit!
Oh,
You know, that's the only
jeez.
part of your body that can't fix itself.
Yeah.
Is the teeth. The teeth is the only part of the body that can't heal itself.
So it was horrible for a long time. I had suffered this since I was 14. It was going bad since I was 14, but I kept it. I kept it well until about So I did good to do and without care from 14 till I was 21 in college. I didn't have any kind of real dental care, so I did pretty good to last to 44, 43 to make it. So I'm pretty happy with myself for making it that far. But yeah, I needed.
See, I'm 43 now. I think about all that shit.
Yeah, I don't think you look like you got pretty solid bone density. I don't think you're gonna have a problem. You might need some partials, but not the way I got to. Mine's a rarity. It's a very.
I actually got 34. I got 34 teeth. My wisdom teeth came in and they didn't bother me, and it actually straightened my teeth. Like it lined my teeth up. Like so, you say sometimes wisdom teeth come in and they're beneficial. It don't even bother me that they're back there.
But I had help. I had help. I mean, someone told me to someone set up a GoFundMe for me.
Hey.
And that turned out really good. They put some money in there, and that's been handling.
That's good.
I mean, it's still going on because I'm still making payments on it.
So it was like putting teeth on layaway.
Yeah, exactly. Damn. Walmart teeth. But
right. I'm here to put something down on my bicuspids.
I had one person put a very large amount down that happened to be a person that got me mostly through college. He was the one that was responsible for me in college, and I reached out to him to see what he could help with, and at least to promote the GoFundMe. And he came through in a blessing kind of way. He put like the majority, like 80% of it down.
Oh my God!
Wow!
And, yeah, just right off the top, and I was like blown away, bro. Like I was blown away. So I'm forever grateful for his input. So,
like I always tell people, I've never had a cavity, never.
Yeah, me either.
That's because you don't eat. Look how skinny you are.
Because I fast a lot.
Yeah,
and I'm training myself not to eat because
that is so beneficial.
When this food shortage happens, I'm going to be
fine.
Fucker that don't have to eat for like 3-4 days.
Camel it out.
Yep.
I'm trying to look at
skinny, but I'm like 175. So I mean, if that's skinny, I mean that's medium. I think 175.
You're about medium, and you're 6 foot, right? Or 5'9", 5'10"?
5'11".
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm medium. So
well,
but,
I don't. That's what 10 minutes after, and
where are you gonna be?
Nothing yet.
You're gonna be in.
We got another rainy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Florida. Where you gonna be?
Here.
I'll be in Florida.
I'll be doing nothing here, doing my shows.
I got to figure out how to do it out there because I'll be out there I'll be back home by the next show. So
yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Besides which, on the first, I have a checkup anyway, so I couldn't go anyway. So.
What is that? What are you drinking? Cough syrup?
Malta.
Oh, I thought you
were Malta Goya. That's good stuff, man.
That's the good stuff right there.
You know about the cola champagne?
It's not alcohol.
No, it's not. You got to get the cola champagne too.
This is good stuff.
It's my Puerto Rican roots right there. I grew up on that stuff.
So since my lady hadn't showed up and she doesn't look like she's gonna,
I told you scared.
I mean, 10 minutes is an awful lot of time to be late. Like that's pretty late.
And now we can roast her ass. Let's just put up videos of her talking shit. Just let's do it.
Bro, I'm firing. I'm firing at these liberals on all cylinders right now. They're just disgusting people. I can't stand them.
Yeah, they are.
I can't stand them.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. I want to see exactly what her viewpoints are on things. If she has anything on her page that's content-wise that actually gives her viewpoint about things.
And even I don't find liberal women pretty. I don't give a fuck if you're the finest shit. I just not attracted to you. Like
I would never be with a liberal.
I would never date a liberal. Never.
Never.
ever.
I'm always swiping left whenever I see that word in their bio.
Right. You swipe right. Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't see it's a bunch of nothing content wise that would be like
controversial. See, my thing is this.
Okay,
if
here's one.
I wouldn't even talk to a person that has pronouns. If she has pronouns, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Like, what's your pronoun? My name is
I don't,
she and it.
Right.
What is
I
that?
don't
the
know.
Shit. That's what I am.
Well, it need to get in the kitchen to make some pancakes. How about that?
Here's one.
Hey,
all
right. Let's check this one out. It seems like a good one.
Snacks, you smoke in your house?
Yes, I do. We're allowed to.
All right, here we go. Put that.
Profit.
If white men disappeared from the planet for 24 hours.
You ready for this? You ready for this?
She's white.
If white men disappeared from the planet for 24 hours, what would you do?
Probably go for a run at night with both headphones in.
Do this a lot.
That's the extent of her content. That's about what you'd get.
So why did she want to come on this podcast if that's the extent?
Because we were having a discussion about the whole Roe v. Wade thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she made it into the chat or why she clicked in, but she was in there and she came on. I let her on. I didn't even realize that she was not following me or anything. Anyway, but we were chatting and Snacks will tell you it got a little bit crazy, but she was making a lot of conflations. Nothing really concrete. And
I was about to give her smoke.
Yeah, the generic.
I mean, that's kind of typical.
Blacks get killed more, and it's a woman's right, and you don't have a right to talk, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, but it wasn't
typical.
It wasn't angry necessarily. It was pointless, but it was not angry.
She has a good tone to her voice. She's
yeah. But we said, okay, before we go any further, just bring it to the show. We'll bring it to the show. And she said, okay, good, I'll be there.
But she also said some dumb shit too. She said that she got her cervix taken out and all these things, and I'm sorry to hear about her surgery and everything. Yeah, she said she had that. She said it's the exact same surgery as transgender women get. I said, how? He doesn't have a cervix. What would they couldn't remove his cervix? What the fuck? Just nonsense.
She said it's the same thing in the manner that they took part of the colon and recreated a cavity for her. It's the same way that they do for a male. But I'm like, no, because they can literally use part of the same cavity.
She's watching right now.
So I don't know how that would work. But with a man, you're having to borrow a hole all the way up to make a brand new spot. You have to literally cut open the man to make a passage.
That's right. I think she's scared because there's a bunch of fucking
I told her she can bring anybody else she wants with her.
So here's the thing, man. One word, and I wanted to put this out a long time ago. I'm like, stop calling us fucking minorities.
Right.
Black
You're not a minority?
We're not minorities.
Oh.
No one should be called anything like that. When we put ourselves as minorities, we're saying we're less.
Oh.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that term minority. But let me go back. What she was looking at, she's probably watching it right now. She's like, oh my God, they have an Asian and 3 black guys. I'm not going to win. Becky.
She could win.
Win
I
what?
think that video was disturbing.
You got one of the motherfuckers over here. Look, wait, this way. This dude over here is the rawest dude on TikTok. She ain't gonna win.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, she
right there.
Yeah. You gotta go.
I'm not.
Look,
I'm
backwards. So
I just got all my accounts back, so I'm chilling.
She ain't gonna win. She ain't gonna win.
I am a minority.
She ain't dumb.
I'm a minority.
And I'm a minority of minorities here in America.
Minority. Yeah, see,
I'm less than everyone everywhere. I'm the lowest.
Jay Lee is the minority, 2% of the population. But you know what's crazy about the Asians? 2% of the population. They're 2% of the population, but
read that comment.
All your asses ain't no joke for real. Facts, Linda. Facts. But see, this is the thing. The Asians are the minority in America. They're 2% of the population, but they're also
2 to 5.
the richest demographic in America.
As they should.
So
now,
yes, they are. The Asians are the richest demographic in America.
Indians.
Huh? They're
Indians.
Asians. Oh, they're
What do you
Asians.
think Indians are,
I'm
bro?
talking about Ching Chong Asians.
Oh shit!
He said ching chang chong
Right.
Indians.
Ladies and gentlemen, it got real racist.
My friend.
Indians are Asians, Mike.
South
you gotta
Asians.
say.
Right,
He's
they're
saying,
South
he's saying
Asian.
these Asians, not this Asian. Okay,
Right. He said,
we're not
these
talking these
Asians.
Asians. We're talking these Asians.
Casino.
Fuck up. Oh shit!
Wow,
hold on, let me
man.
hook my charger up. God damn, Mike. we're against racism, bro.
I'm not racist. I'm getting real.
What's going on?
I'm talking about the hello brother, the 7-Eleven.
Right.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
the motherfucking Ching Chong Chong Asian.
It just gets worse.
Okay, then fine. Indians are the top ranked tier financially. Vietnamese
Right.
are second.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
still
then
count.
Asians are like right below them.
Or Japanese are third, Chinese are fourth, Koreans are fifth.
Well, you're all the same, so you're all.
You know.
Mike,
Go
it's
ahead.
just getting worse, bro. It's just, everything
I'm
you say just
kidding,
got
America.
worse for like two.
You know I'm kidding, right?
I know 2 sentences afterwards, it just got worse.
Well, he said, "Yeah, we're all the same, but no, we're
Hey, AJ, you want me to send you a link? You can come in, bro.
Oh yes.
AJ, get
AJ, you want-
AJ in here.
You want in on the screen, brother?
All right.
I will get you in here, brother.
Yes,
It's
get in here.
It's a thing, brother.
His ass in here. Here we
Oh,
go.
listen,
AJ,
I want to say something. Shantasia, she
Hey,
brought
hold
up a great point.
how we gonna come in?
I'm gonna
She
send
was
it to you
saying-
on WhatsApp. Okay, look for me on WhatsApp. Look for the link.
But Shantasia brought up a good point. She said that even if they get the surgery, they don't have vagina.
Yep.
They have mutilated penises and a wound
Facts.
because they have to keep that wound open. They actually
Yep.
got to plug a machine up to them to keep it open every
You
night.
can pretend. It's okay. We know you can pretend. You're a good actor.
Right. He's an actor, so you can definitely pretend. Hold on, let me go ahead and plug my charger.
He's not what we play. He can play one on TV.
Yeah, I play one on TV.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like I said, when they're like men can have periods and men can do this and men can do that. Where was this shit when we were growing up? Like we didn't really hear about.
You did hear about it, but we were like, "You
hear about
crazy? You crazy? You have a mental problem." And they did have mental problems, and they do have mental problems.
It is.
We knew for a fact that if you talk like that, there was something obviously off in your brain. Mama's here.
Now, look. I had gay friends growing up in high school.
Yeah.
But the thing is, no one had to tell me they were gay. I knew they were gay.
And they didn't want you addressing them as such.
And they didn't want that, and they were friends. They would tell me because we were friends. I didn't care. That's the thing. But it didn't have to be taught to me. Oh, here's this and this, gay, this and this and this, pronouns and all this. We didn't have all this
It wasn't
stuff.
a calling card, you mean?
Yeah, it wasn't a calling card. We accepted people for who they were. If they were cool with me, gay, straight, I didn't care. We're cool. You're my friend. But now it's almost like they want to fucking force feed our kids to say, hey, this guy is gay. My son is almost 18. He's like, Dad, I see this stuff. I don't even know what's going on. I don't care. It's like, I don't care. I'm like, don't ever care, son. You treat people exactly how they treat you. That's what I tell my son.
Mhm.
If a gay guy treats you like shit, treat him like shit.
Right.
If you treat you with respect, treat him with respect. And every other whatever.
Except if he touches you inappropriately, don't touch him back inappropriately.
No, fucking put a bullet.
No.
Right. 2A all day then.
Don't do that. Don't touch him back inappropriately,
All
son.
right.
That's not what we
Right.
want. He froze. He got kicked out just like that for talking all that mess. Even
I will
you
drive to
kicked him out.
Florida. I'll bring him all the way to Texas and dump him in Midland, somewhere by the oil
Right.
fields.
I told my sons if they were gay that I'd drop them off in Afghanistan. So tell them
It'll
wear
change his
that
mind.
outfit that you like.
It'll change
Tell
his
him-
mind real quick, you know.
It will, right, Daddy? He be chasing the car. No, don't leave me.
You know what you
Right.
know what they call the little snacks, what you said about that. So there are, one time when I was in Afghanistan, right? we were in this mountain village and we were doing this mission, but we had to sleep overnight at this Afghan police officer kind of police station, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're there, you know, we had our little, it's all shit, but we're sleeping on the floor. So they had these toilets, and one of my soldiers runs back to me. He goes, "Hey, Sergeant Harris." I'm like, "What's up?" He goes, "I heard some fucking dude fucking a kid in the fucking bathroom."
Oh, yeah.
And what? He goes, "Yeah." And we weren't allowed to say shit. You can't say shit about that shit because that's their culture. But they're called chai boys. And they're little kids, man. Yeah. I'm not talking about teenagers.
They're talking about kids.
12-year-olds. 10, 11, 12-year-olds. Yeah.
Yep. And they walk around and they serve all these fucking grown-ass men teeth. And then they take this little kid in there and they fuck the shit out of him. We can't say shit. We can't do shit. We can't say shit.
You know,
nothing.
I would have blew his head off.
So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You realize that they're trying to go for the same exact normalization here.
Right.
If you watch, you remember Desmond the Amazing, or the Amazing Desmond, whatever. The same. Where he was 13 at the time, walking out in drag.
Yep.
They are trying to do. They're trying to do the same thing here. That's normal over in places like that. It's no look. When we tried telling people, you wanted this right. Okay, now we want the right to do this. Okay, you gave them that. Oh, now we want the right to do this. And you have to call me by this name, or else you hate people. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. And then you have to let me teach your children how to be like me. Like what? Like no, yeah, because you're a bigot. You don't want them to learn because you might be angry. This is where that's how. And then we start. Oh, but it's a sexual identity if you like kids now. So when I tell people have gone so insane, I'm not joking. Like you have to be a different kind of crazy to accept that is normal. Everybody,
it's fucking disgusting.
Everybody, please, let me see if I can get this right. Tell me if you
all right, now listen to me. Now this is something I'm sure about. Why don't they just have sex with midgets? Like if you're a freaky ass dude like that, why don't y'all just have sex? There you go.
We got it.
But feel me on this real quick, right? If I was a freak like that, why don't you just mess with midgets and leave little kids alone?
Because
that would make sense.
It's not freak. It's not freak.
No, it's not. I'm talking about they disgusting freak.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking it's more. And this is just me. I know many people are not religious. It's a demonic possession, bro.
I believe it.
It's not mental. It's not a mental instinct. You're not crazy. You are purposely doing that because you're possessed.
That's right.
You have given over your mind and your spirit and your body to something other than you from a very long time ago. And it started with something small, whether you were abused or not. Abused or not.
Right.
And then when you go into it and you do it, you're like, more.
Right.
Look, this is coming from a guy who has been down the road in pornography. And I know what it started at. It started with just a book, just a Playboy magazine. It actually technically started with just a Mills and Boons. I don't even remember that magazine or not, but it was just a for clothing line. And they had like barely scantily clad, but they were scantily clad. And for me at, a small age, ooh. And then it went from that to bigger books, to videos, to the online scene. So I know that once you have a taste of something sick, it will progress. If you allow it, it'll keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Right. And before you know it, you're so comfortable with some of the most perverse things out there that when people tell you to stop, you think, well, you just don't accept me. No, bro, you have to really look at which is why, and they all have the same look. If you look at all their face, all of the chimos have an exact look, which is why I think it's not a mental illness. It's a specific demonic possession that embodies them, and it starts to manifest itself on their face.
Well, see, that's an Islamic belief too. That's our belief in Islam, that jinns jumping in and out of people. And once they jump in you, a lot of times you strengthen them by feeding them the evil. See, we got a thing where we're supposed to emaciate our devil, because everybody's born with a devil and an angel. And whatever one that you feed the most, strengthen. And you never notice that the more people, the most evilest people, their houses are dirty and disgusting. because that gin takes over everything and it corrupts their even hygiene.
Jeez.
And that's how they end up looking.
Yep.
Right.
So Marlon, sorry, Snacks. So what you were saying about you would have smoked a dude that you heard that in Afghanistan having a little boy. What you have to think about, man, you have to think about where you're at. In combat, you have to think about like, all right, here's where the fuck I'm at. This isn't my fucking ground. So if you would have done something like that, right? Say you would have walked in and you went to take a piss and you heard this grown man sleeping with this little boy and you would have done something. Guess what that would have did to the rest of us?
Yeah, I know, but
you know what I mean?
Me personally, I would have lost it, man, because I told you I had an uncle that did all that shit. I know what you're saying, but I had an uncle that did that shit to a lot of my cousins. I would have blew his ass. I blew his head off.
And this is the way. So this little chai boy, and they, like I said, they're called chai boys.
Really?
They walk around, and I'm telling you, these grown men just do what they want, and we can't do nothing about it. But
well, Mike,
you
because
read the comments,
their culture.
Yeah, it's culture.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. This is where my argument comes in. The West holds the better culture than any other culture out there. If this is a cultural norm in Afghanistan, we can't do anything about it because it's their culture. What does that say about our culture where we're 5 grown dudes having a problem with a culture that is normalizing all of this? And yet you want to sit here and tell me, oh, the Western culture is not that great. Give me a break. Shut up.
Bigoted. Yeah. It's a bigoted society. And, look, just because, and this is why you discipline kids at 5-year-old. You don't want to leave them.
Denzel Washington.
She's saying I look like on Arsenio Hall, and I don't know how
gorgeous Tina.
Arsenio Hall. That hurt. That one hurt. That one really cut.
Did you like Arsenio Hall? Is that what she said? Arsenio Hall?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just said, goddamn.
She said one of them answered, it's like, I thought that guy's coming to America with Eddie Murphy's who I was thinking, and that would be Arsenio Hall. That's painful.
I always get fucking.
I've never seen Arsenio Hall look like. I don't think he looks like me. You do look like a Richard Pryor. Sorry, man, it's just true.
No, the hell I don't.
You look like a mix between Richard Pryor and Sammy Davis Jr.
Right. Right. That's Richard Davis Jr.
I got a woman.
Right.
Wow.
No, I got a woman right over town.
What are your thoughts?
AJ, what you got? AJ got something to say. I know he does.
I'm chilling.
I like this rotation.
I thought, what happened to your homie, your guest? Like,
she ain't showed. Like, I sent her the email. Wow. I sent her the link. I inboxed her, told her she can bring a friend.
Fucking.
I ain't heard nothing.
Fucking punk.
I think when you say bring a friend, she was thinking about threesome.
She's scared.
Couldn't really do that online.
Call another chick.
There's too many Negroes.
I would have thought she'd jump at the opportunity to school people in what she knew.
Right. I don't want to go to the cookout.
Jay Lee knows this about me. He knows this, that if I invite you on my show to have a debate, I expect you to show up. And not just show up prepared.
Right.
Now, this is the 3rd or 4th time that I've been stood up at a debate. The very first time was with that clown. What's his name? King Allen.
Oh my God!
When King Allen started making
talking about Snagglepuss, the one with the missing teeth.
Say it with your chest. You came on time. That guy. He set up the debate on TikTok and didn't show up for his own debate, and then went live 45 minutes later and said, "Oh, I had a debate. I didn't. Okay, that was the first. Then I invited
my kids.
Right? They would come. They didn't show up, and then I did have 2 others that did show up, and then the one guy that missing tooth homeless guy Deacon, he showed up and didn't have nothing to say.
Right.
Like he got in here and he was talking a whole bunch of crap that he couldn't even keep up, and then he had to leave when he realized he was losing to go back to work. Like he got called in. Like okay.
Right.
And then everybody after that point didn't show up.
Wow.
So
but then he had a problem with you giving him 12 minutes.
Right.
That King Allen shit was embarrassing. That whole side sucked. You know what's crazy? I remember when King Allen started. He was so positive about unity. Then all of a sudden he got black radicalized, going over there with them dirty asses like I speak and all them and Conscious Lee, and all of a sudden it's pop, 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 the revolution never stopped type shit. I'm trying to hear nothing from you weirdos.
He's a different cat. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that he's a different cat.
Right.
I don't know if I could. I can't trust him. You know, I can't take his
Right.
word for nothing. Because you're gonna tell me you're gonna show up and then you don't show up, and then you act
No,
like
that's-
if you had nothing to do. One, you're disrespectful.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest. You're very disrespectful. If you're gonna make such a big fuss about it and then delete all your videos after you get embarrassed by everybody asking where you were.
Right. Where you were. And you on another live. See,
Remember
that's
that.
the part that irritates me. He
And
gets on another live.
I put this up on TikTok, and nobody bit. Nobody. 7 comments, and
see.
all of them are asking who showed up, who took the bait. Nobody.
Of course not.
Nobody showed up. I even
Natasha.
left it to them to pick the topic. Pick the topic. Do it. It's so easy. Like, you can literally pick a topic that you are ultra familiar with.
We need to get motherfucking these fucking blacktivists on this fucking shit.
I want 2
tired
of
of
them in
fucking-
They
here.
wouldn't show. They would not come, bro.
They'll
I'm
never-
telling you now, they will not show up here.
They'll never show up. No.
No.
Like, if I were to go
Doubt
right
it.
now and ask Stitch the truth to show up to talk about that thing he talked about, he'd vote for
God.
Lyndon Bain Johnson.
Oh,
I want to hear
AJ,
him
you ate
defend.
his ass
I
up.
want to hear him defend that nonsense.
Oh my God, he got
Like,
served.
I was-
AJ
I
ate
was-
his ass up. And so
I
did you,
was
Mark.
very kind. I was very kind to him when he
Oh.
came to my show. Corey and I were both, but that statement, come on. Okay, I can
Jeez.
understand now why he voted Democrat. I can understand now.
Most of
If
the
you could hear him say, "We will have these N-words voting Democrat for the next
200
60
years.
years," if you could hear him say that and still say you would vote for him, something is definitely up in your brain. No wonder you would vote for Joe Biden, who said the same
Marlon.
thing.
They
Yep.
voted for Biden. You're talking about people who voted for Biden.
like
Well, I'm saying it makes more sense that he voted for Biden if he would vote for LBJ.
wow.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and his
jeez.
excuse was what?
Right.
His excuse was that he was making a deal with Martin Luther King Jr.
Right.
It wasn't his deal.
Right.
No, it was the
That
civil
was
rights. See, they
Kennedy's
don't
deal.
watch that shit. Right. It was
That
Kennedy's
was
deal.
Kennedy's deal, and they killed Kennedy in order for the LBJ to
Right.
get the credit.
Right.
And this
Like, come on.
this is when Martin Luther King was known as an independent because he was a conservative who voted for JFK. They make it seem like he was an independent. He only switched because JFK was about exposing that nonsense.
Right.
And he went across party lines basically because he was a staunch conservative and he voted for JF Kennedy. And I'm on the same wavelength. If you're a Democrat and you're pushing something that I agree with, then you will get my vote. I don't have allegiance to it. I'm a conservative. I can do that and still not have allegiance because I have no allegiance to the Republican Party. But chances of me voting any time ever as a Democrat, it'll never happen. I can tell you that right now. So I align more with the right. But I'm about the people. Fuck government. I don't care about it. You know?
Which is why I can hang with Tulsi Gabbard for the most part.
I probably didn't.
Like,
open
I find
the
her to be
door. That's probably
principled.
why. That is probably why. But then again, they don't
Like-
want you men opening the door. You know. So sorry.
So
Yeah.
one thing about like what Snacks said about JFK. So when JFK was in jail, right? Remember he got locked up, and Robert Kennedy went to talk to JFK. So here's what I understand. You know, Robert Kennedy wanted Martin Luther King. I'm sorry, Martin Luther King got locked up. Robert Kennedy went to look for him. So Robert Kennedy went to jail, talked to Martin Luther King, and he talked to him about pushing the Democratic Party for black people. Martin Luther King was always a Republican. He always leaned right. But when he was
But he did have some socialists in him.
yeah, a little bit of
Okay?
social.
Yeah, he had a lot of the socialist idea of having this whole equity thing.
Yeah, I don't believe in
Okay.
that.
So
But so Robert Kennedy was used to get Martin Luther King to get black people to vote Democrat. And this is why you always hear black people, you know, Martin Luther King and all this other stuff.
See,
so
the thing is, I don't know what me personally, I don't know. My thing is, I was always, as a young man, I idolized Martin Luther King, right?
mhm.
But when I grew up and I actually read up on it, I am way more Malcolm than Martin.
yeah,
Ever.
at least later Malcolm. I'm more later
Right.
Malcolm than I am anything
More
else.
later, absolutely. Because my thing is this: I'm not singing no fucking church songs if you sick dogs and what are those songs.
And you pouring coffee.
Right. I'm right. And you disrespect my wife and my kids. I'm punching somebody.
Right.
Somebody's getting punched in the face.
Right.
I'm not going to be getting hit with the fire hose all about. We shall overcome. Fuck that.
Spray me and
Right.
shit. Fuck you.
You don't be anti-violent when they're being violent to you. Where they do that at? Like seriously, Martin, what the fuck was you thinking?
Like people are literally spitting in your face.
Right. And you're just like,
Right.
you know what? You know
Well,
what?
he got the principle from Gandhi. So
God bless you.
Gandhi's a piece of shit,
Gandhi was a pedophile too.
pedophile and a racist.
You lying.
Yeah.
I'm not
Serious, you didn't
denying
read
that.
about Gandhi?
Who lying? Who lying?
No, I'm not denying that at all. I'm
Dead
just saying
serious.
that's where MLK got his principles from. So
Wow.
Gandhi didn't like any light-skinned Indians, and if you know anything about Indian
That was
culture,
the caste system that he was promoting.
right?
too.
It was the caste system.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Oh.
I did not
Look,
know that shit
I'm not
until
denying
like
that.
4 years
I'm not
ago.
denying that. I'm just saying that's where the principle of the reality.
Oh, I
where
know.
MLK
Yeah,
I know.
right,
the
right,
whole
right.
turn- yeah. It's the extremism of turn the other cheek.
Right,
It's the extremism.
right.
And I'm all for turning cheeks and all that stuff, but I also
Saying what?
I'm
Hey,
all
say
for
that
turning
again.
the other cheek, but I'm also
Say that again.
hold on, but I'm also Peter, and I will cut your ears off in a heartbeat.
Right. Hold on. I mean, just saying, Marlon, you said turn the cheeks
Nah.
and then said Peter.
Cheek.
I'm just saying, this is the wrong show
Cheek.
for that.
Cheek,
We are not talking about
Cheek.
transgenders right now.
cheek. Well, she's supposed to be here. I got to take the role somehow.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I'll just yell my pussy hurts.
I
every
am
15
I am
minutes.
all for not retaliating in some way, but there is a wall there and a line that if you cross it, the sword will come out and you're gonna lose
Right.
an ear. And the only person that
Right.
can put it back on is God Himself. It won't be me.
Right.
I'm not picking up your ears to put it back on you.
I just
So-
didn't respect it, me personally. And I know it's probably at the time people say, well, at the time that was the best thing for it. I don't think so. I think at the time it was time to bust some heads and know that you wasn't playing no games.
Right.
But
And
here's
that's
the thing:
why-
they were trying to be different than the Black Panther movement, though.
Right.
He was trying to be a counter because okay, let's be honest. There is a balance, okay? There is a balance between the two. And neither side met to the balance until I believe the late stage of Malcolm X showed up.
Yeah.
That tail end of Malcolm X's life is where I think that the proper place is. You don't
Right.
look for a handout, you do for yourself, you get things done, and you stop looking for a handout.
Yep.
Yeah. And what's beautiful about that is Malcolm, he wasn't a pawn Nation of Islam. Once he
Once
broke
he
from that
realized, once
racist
his eyes
rhetoric,
opened, he was
right.
like, "Oh no, Farrakhan, man, no, that
he was
a
fucking
clown.
lying to us about Islam.
Muhammad, what? No, I'm good."
And that's what's crazy about that story. Everybody talks about that, but that's the most pivotal part of Malcolm X's journey. When he went to Mecca and he realized that Muslims were all colors and they were lying to him in America about it, and they said it was like a black thing,
Right.
that opened his eyes to who he still believed that the white liberal was the
was
enemy,
the problem, yeah.
but he was absolutely right because I still see that today
Mm.
because they
Now-
pulled the strings.
He was true. He was true for when he said that the white conservative, and this was at the time, was indeed more obvious. He said there's still an animal coming to
Right.
get you, but at least you know that what they espouse, and it's
Right.
100% true what they say.
Right.
Facts.
You can
Right.
trust them for what they say.
Facts.
And he said there are some that will help you, but the majority of them you can tell where they're coming from. You can't tell with a liberal. A liberal
Right.
will smile with you, laugh with you, and consider you trash. And that's exactly how they view black people.
Mhm.
They will talk like, okay, tell me if this isn't racist.
yes,
I was born white, and so I'm better than you by default.
Right.
Like, oh, what do you mean? Well, because I'm white, I'm more privileged than you when I'm born this. You're born black. You have no privilege because you're born that way. But I was born white. It's not my fault that I'm better than you. And I
Right.
wish it wasn't so, but I am better. That's racist. If
Well,
there was
right.
ever
You
a
wanna know what's
definition
funny?
of it, that's
Fucking
it.
you
racist.
want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny now? Take that exact same rhetoric, but make it sound like you're self-pitying.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
today.
so sorry that I'm better than you.
Right.
It's such a bad
Right.
state that I'm in. Look how much better I am. Oh, that's so sad. If I could only give up my skin for you, I would.
That's why I always say the two most racist people in America are white people that says white privilege exists
And black
because
people
they
say
think
white
they're better
privilege
than
exists.
you, and black people who say that black people can't be racist.
Yeah.
They only say that because they want to say a bunch of racist shit,
Right.
and they don't fool nobody with it.
Lee,
If you say
Ice,
black
Big
people-
T, Nathan, all of them, the same shit. All of them, exact same crap.
And
That's
it's
all
a
they,
funny
that's all
thing
they
about
do.
Hey,
it's a
what
funny
the
thing
fuck?
about who you
What
mentioned
the
too, because they're
fuck?
pussies.
Well, I
I
still
saw someone post a video about T. Nathan today.
Oh yeah, he in jail.
What
He's a
about
crook.
He's still in prison.
He's been a crook his whole life, bro. His
Whole
entire
life,
life's a
right.
sham.
But I
Looks
saw
like-
a video of him talking about showing a video of him not in prison.
No, he in prison. Oh no, he gone. He gone.
He's still
Gone.
Really?
2
Yeah.
years.
That's Fed shit, bro. That's federal
Look it
shit.
up. Look it up. Look it up. Show the video. T. Nathan.
2 years he'll be gone for.
Wow.
Yeah,
I bet you wash all that shit out of his beard. He looked like Morgan Freeman in that bitch. I bet you. That ass T. Nathan. They all bitches, really. Serious,
T.
man.
Nathan, Ice T,
Dang.
all of them.
Like a fucking demon with henna in his beard.
Smoking
Get outta
crack.
here.
Smoking crack.
Sipping Kool-Aid slow. Wow, I'm impressed.
I gotta find it's I'm your content or something like that.
Oh, Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blaze followed me. I was surprised. I was
I
like,
fuck with Blaze to a point.
No, but he posted,
like
he
Blaze.
posted it on I am your content is what he posted it on a different account.
yeah.
I fuck with
Snacks,
Blaze.
what happened
Blaze.
with Blaze, though?
Huh?
What happened with you and Blaze?
No, I fuck with Blaze. It's
Okay.
just a certain see, like I fuck with a lot of people, but there's certain ideologies that I don't agree with. My thing is this: I can disagree with you on certain points, right?
Right.
But then if there's certain things that I don't disagree with you, like if you have a problem with certain things that the liberals are pushing for, if you're agreeing with that, I don't fuck with you. But if you're a person that aligns with, against LGBTQ, protection of kids, protection of women, I align with you in that factor. But then a lot of times there'd be brothers who be completely racist.
Yeah.
They only do that because they want to preserve the black community and all that kind of stuff. What I'm cool with and I understand, unless it goes against racial lines. If you go against racial lines, I don't fuck with you. Like for instance, I have preferences in women. I love all women. But if I had said my preference, it would seem racist, even though I would date a white woman. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's not coming from racial lines, it's a preference. Because it's like I say this. I date white women, they fine as shit. I'm really attracted to white women. But my preference is black women. Nothing against white people, it's just that I'm more comfortable. I've only been with one white woman in my whole life. My preference is black women. Because think about it like this. Like if I tell a joke, most black people or minorities would think the joke is funny. Like I said, somebody's breath smell like hot comb hair. I said that to a white woman. She didn't find it funny. Say it to a black person, they're like, oh yeah, because we know that smell. You know what I'm saying? So we grow up different and we can blend with each other better. I can say things that we would understand. I can't talk about fucking honky tonks and shit because I don't know nothing about them.
You don't?
I mean, it's just being real.
But you look like you do.
Well, 'cause I got some chaps and a cowboy hat. Marlon, if I would have came to Texas with you, you would have wore a cowboy hat. I would have showed you how to rock that bitch.
Trust me, I would have never worn one. I don't care what you say.
We weren't even wearing cowboy hats out there.
Nope.
I would.
never.
I'm
nope,
rocking
nope,
a cowboy hat.
Trust
And
and
I'm
believe me, I wouldn't have done it.
And I'm
Nothing
not
you could do to
renting a
make me
car.
wear one.
I'm the
renting a
black
horse.
motherfucker that walked out in the woods by myself.
I'm always in the woods.
Yeah.
No, you're just lost, Snacks. That's what you
Shit.
mean.
I eat rabbit meat. I don't care.
Rabbit.
Ugh.
I go get them rabbits.
Ugh.
I'm good. I'm good.
Ugh. You eat
Yeah.
rabbit?
I'll survive.
Hey, protein,
you know what's
protein,
crazy?
man.
I wanted to say something to AJ. I tried some of that vegan shit today.
Which one?
I had a drink I made before I went to work out. I drank some motherfucking wheatgrass. Wheatgrass,
Good for the blood.
fucking disgusting. It's
Oh, it's-
horrible.
That's why
It's bitter. What are you talking about? Wheatgrass is good, man.
you didn't try
No,
to.
it's not. No.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't
It
try
is good
to
for you too.
cup of it, did you?
Huh?
You didn't try to drink like a cup of it, did you?
Yeah, I drink a half a cup.
Oh
Like
no!
this much. Shit was nasty as hell.
You're doing it
Let's have
wrong.
A shot of wheatgrass.
It's a
Come
shot
on,
of
yeah?
wheatgrass.
man.
Oh shit! Why is the pack so big then?
That's so nasty. Nah, you set yourself. No, just take shots.
Yeah, I keep shitting. That shit ain't no joke, bro.
You don't like that?
Oh,
That's
I
not a
don't
liquid
like shit
fiber,
like that.
son.
Fuck. And this shit ain't coming out normal. You know, how normal logs, it don't come out like that. Go, makes noises and shit. spray paint like a super soaker and shit. I got to clean my toilet afterwards.
That's why you.
All right,
Because
well,
that's called a vegan colon cleanse, my guy.
Here it is.
Oh my
right
God,
here.
that was horrible.
Here it is, guys. Here it is. You ready for this?
who is this?
This is the T. Nathan video.
All right.
This will tell you everything you need to know about what happened to Mr. Nathan. It gives you a nice little synopsis. Okay.
T. Nathan just always looks guilty of some crime.
Hold on, let me see if I can download this to make it better. Because he is guilty of crimes all the damn
Right.
time. He is a crime. It's a crime to be T. Nathan. That's probably not even his real name. He probably stole
The
that.
rise and fall. The rise and fall. Of
I want a
T.
better.
Nathan.
I want to. It won't let me download this. All right, here we go.
I say this as a man. T. Nathan know that he responsible for doing whatever he did in terms of making it where he was a fugitive. You feel what I'm saying? Or making it where he broke his parole. You feel me? I'm all for accountability, responsibility. Me, I speak T. Nathan. We go, hey,
Shut up,
know he
bitch.
did.
Criminal defense attorney. From a legal perspective, fugitive from justice
geez,
means a few things, but it typically means
Oh, God.
typically it means that you were charged with a crime in one state and then you left that state to go to another state, presumably as the state is going to say, in order to evade arrest and evade being brought to justice for whatever crime you were accused of. T. Nathan is being held without bond. That's pretty standard for a charge like this. I don't know why he was arrested. I don't know the facts of the case, but I can almost guarantee you I can predict what the prosecutors are going to argue at any subsequent bond hearing.
She's
They're
a
going to argue
lawyer.
that Mr. T. Nathan is a flight risk.
Paralegal.
because he fled the jurisdiction for whatever crime he was accused of, and if the judge lets him out
Law
on bond
firm secretary,
again, he's
then.
going to flee again. Of course, because we
He's a
don't know the
fucking
facts of the
liar.
case, we don't know if that's true, but I can guarantee you that's what the prosecution and the state is going to argue.
She's still talking. Okay, good. Move on.
2009. Look at that.
Look at him.
Wow.
Look like he's smuggling dicks.
Ugh.
Fuck T. Nathan.
Yo.
Troy
Now,
Nathan Fairley.
Look, he granted conditional parole in 2014, right?
From Mississippi, right?
Oh,
He was arrested again for fraudulent check. That's all. He's a massive fraud. Okay, let's look at that picture.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Look like Roger. He looks like Roger from American Dad.
Right. He do. Just like that little gray
Hold
hair.
on,
Right.
hold on. We gotta watch
Hey,
that again.
go back. Pull
Black
that
X.
shit up.
Well,
Look at
Well,
this
Dawson,
picture.
this is going to be another awkward moment for you. Besides
That
only one of
motherfucker's
us having
jumping
a
all hard
psychology
here.
degree.
But go back to his picture.
1906 literally publishes books.
Look, he looks just like Roger from. Look.
Blow it up.
No. Why does he look like this?
Blow this shit up. Look at this shit. That bitch like his eyes touch each other. Right.
Look at his ass. He looks like he's from
looks-
fucking Nigeria. He's one of those.
He looks like
Right. Like his language. Look at the mic with it. Hey, somebody with your man do it.
My brother.
Right.
Look at his ass.
My name is Roger
What is that?
I have
Right.
no
That him?
control of your
God
finances.
damn.
You
He
better
looks
have
like-
more, man. Make these
He looks like Seal
motherfuckers
from
laugh.
Wish.com.
Right. Oh my God. That's just roasting for a
Wow.
while.
And
Yeah,
Anorexic Seal right here.
From this picture alone, he has one of two kinds of voices, right? He has one of two kinds of voices. He has this voice here. Hello, my name is Roger. My name is Polly. My last name is Polly. That's one of his voices, or is it, hi, my name is Nathan Farley.
Right.
Hi."
Nathan Farley. He look like he got 70 cents a day for 15 years, bro.
No, for real. What is that knot on his forehead?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
What is that knot?
That's from
On his
GT's
forehead.
thighs.
My
That's from
goodness,
GT's
look at
thighs.
that.
That's what happened. He got that knot on his forehead because he been between GT's thighs. You know
Now,
what?
mind
He
you,
look like.
mind you, this picture was in 2016.
Goddamn.
You wonder why he
Jeez.
grew the beard and pinked it up and stuff? Because he was hiding this face right here.
Hiding that.
Ooh,
All right,
wee.
let's see more.
He looked like the sergeant off a different world. You know that dude, the dude that's been old all my life. He look like him.
Food,
Sarge.
everything.
He purchased them shits.
He purchased
Black
degree.
excellence. Well, Dawson, this is going to be another awkward moment for you.
That's
Besides
the
only
same
one of us
person?
having a psychology degree.
Big
Gosh,
1906 literally publishes books, and I literally teach class. So you don't. Okay, Uncle Daddy, I got time for you today because afternoon classes will cancel because of inclement weather. Anyone who knows me knows how proud I am of the time
Red
I spent
beard.
at Jackson State and how it helped mold me into the man I am today.
Like a hood leprechaun. Fuck out of
Yes, he
here.
is.
I just want some respect. So close the door if you want me to respond.
Oh shit! His outfit matches Kool-Aid. Fuck you.
Oh gosh.
Your life and play
Hey.
Right.
Somebody make fun of this motherfucker. Come on, somebody. Hey, just.
It's like somebody smeared lipstick on a thumb. He just look like he smell broke. You never smell somebody just smell like they don't got no money, bro? That's what he smell like.
He smells like that.
Right.
Looks like put a bunch of
Wow.
Motherfuckers smell like insufficient funds. Fuck out of here. Get your weird ass fuck out of here.
His middle name is Declined.
Right, Declined, right.
I ain't even like. I'll be
Mr. Repossession the Third.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
I bet you he ain't got no drawers or pants on in this picture.
He is the definition of repo man.
Right. That's the only part of the outfit he got is the top part. He ain't got no red pants on. I tell you right now. He's in his drawers with some white socks.
Woo! The repo man.
Right.
You know I'm gonna clip. You know I'm gonna clip this live and blast it on TikTok, right? You know.
Oh, you know you are.
As you should.
I'm not on
Right now,
TikTok, so that's fine.
as we speak, he's in jail cell number 189 beating two dicks. Doing the two dick dance. Fuck T. Nathan. Fuck consciously. Fuck I speak.
I can't.
Fuck
Bitches.
them all.
Right.
All of them. Consciously walking around
Oh,
like
my chest is hurting, man. My chest is hurting.
Right. He's gonna claim to be a woman and then get in the same prison as Aunt Karen. Watch.
Aunt Karen gonna have to identify as a male. Have you seen her face? That's a
Oh
man.
my God. She like
Oh,
Rocky.
That's a strong face.
Hey,
Oh,
look,
God.
she looked like what RuPaul wants to be.
Right.
Oh shit.
Aunt Karen look like she got a strong ass neck, like she can gargle fucking peanut butter. Fuck out of here. Strong ass jawline. That bitch would chew up a nickel like bubble gum. Fuck her.
Oh. God damn.
Eat a radiator and spit out pennies. You have that fucking jawline is serious, bro.
It's not just a jaw, the protrusion of the chin too.
Right.
Like her profile is like a banana. Whip, like that.
She's not bad. Like I don't know what
It's
dude would say
concave.
she's
Her
bad.
profile is concave.
Oh my God.
It's a concave. She an inverted lens, is what she is. she like the inside of a contact lens.
Yeah.
She need to blow her fucking nose. She be making them videos like, I don't care about these guys. Fuck you.
Do you think she's a fat? No, I don't say that. All right.
Yes.
Here we go.
No, my first name ain't baby. It's Janice. Miss Jackson looking nasty.
We just pull out a toothbrush.
So, Daddy No PC, you left this comment on the video where I was talking.
Troy and many other big creators have exploited the black community for their trauma for personal gain. Of course, that's what they do.
About that I will not be sending my children back to school this fall. I will not be teaching anybody's child in a classroom this fall, nor would anybody in my immediate family be. Then I had enough of you all try to white-splain to me what a internship was, because you must think that only PWI students go to internships and not historically black colleges or universities. Like I haven't participated in enough internships or even written enough letters and placed enough students in an internship program. Then you come at me like I didn't call the company and use my credentials to learn about their internship program.
What credentials?
I don't know.
He has none.
Wait, he was removed from what? What did that say?
The Mississippi
Rising
board.
board.
Oh.
Yeah, he was removed from the coalition board from the post of member on the charges of felony. He was arrested earlier in 2018 and was kept in jail for several months. It is claimed that he had committed several forgeries and crimes which he did not tell the board and kept all these things secret. And further, when the board got to know about the background of Troy, they removed him from the Mississippi Rising Coalition.
Wow.
I scam banks. You understand?
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah. I scammed.
Congratulations, bitch.
Who brags about scamming banks, bro?
Right. Well, at least he's enjoying his dick right now.
Like, I don't understand people like that. How they so you get on TikTok, amass a following of almost 800,000 people, and your only message is how broke, dumb, underprivileged, and weak Black people are. And you have 800,000 weak, broke, worthless Negroes following you.
That's the typical prototype for race hustlers. That's the typical shit they do. They got to keep wound up and excited about dumb shit versus telling you how the fuck you can make it. And I'm still waiting for consciously. I'm still waiting for you to email me back about that scholarship for your course. I can't afford the $200, and I want to take your.
I would love to punch all
don't
of
get
them in
it.
the face. Oh my
I just
God.
don't get it. Like, okay, I've been considered and both AJ and I'm sure all of us here that are Black. Not to say Lee's white passing, so he doesn't really have
White adjacent.
White adjacent. So we had been called every possible derogatory term for Black people that you could possibly find, right? And for the reasons is that we don't care about our people,
right?
Whatever that means. I have my people that I call my family. Anyway, but we don't care about how Black people progress. When we're trying to tell you that the single motherhood, the abortion rates, the inability of you stopping a crime in your life to happen, the lack of just stop using drugs, stop abusing the system, that somehow is us not caring about Black people. But when a Black activist tells you you were forced to do drugs and you have no choice, which means you're weak, you have no choice but to live on the system because you can't get a job, which means you're dumb. You have no choice but to have babies out of wedlock and kill them, which means that you're worthless. So they tell you three different things that all of them mean that you're absolute trash. Right. They're empowering Black people. Right. We're trying to help you get out of it. We are the Uncle
right.
Tom.
And what's crazy about that is, if somebody has to tell you that you're being oppressed, you're not really oppressed
at all.
Because real shit. If somebody's got to tell me that I'm oppressed, and a lot of times guys really get on my nerves with that shit, and they say they can't find no jobs. Anybody on earth, anybody in America, I say America, if you say you can't get a job, I can spend a week with you and I bet you I can get you a job. It's just that you want a job that's so fucking easy and pays a lot of money. They don't exist. You know, that's what it is. Like when I demolished Mr. Jones' weird ass, this dude gonna say that if you got two kids at home and the only job that's hiring is McDonald's, you take that McDonald's job and you work the fuck out of it. You work two shifts if you have to. He said, no, I would never do that. It's not enough money. I said, then you don't know. You're not a man. You're not a man. Because no man and no woman, no real woman would say that. Because I know women that got 3 kids and they work McDonald's jobs. But men and parents don't think like that. And if you think like that, you're fucking weak. Right. His people that was with him turned against him and agreed with me. He basically started crying and got out the live. Because it's a fucking lie. You're not going to tell any man that. Men know. Like, see, when I was young and my kids came, I don't care what job was out there, I was taking it. And I did weird shit. I was collecting scrap metal, even though I didn't have to. I had money from my job. I was doing good. But when I found out that I was going to be a dad, I had 9 months to get enough things together that he's not going to have to worry about cribs and onesies and shit like that. And I loved it. But nowadays, people don't say congratulations no more when they get pregnant. Or they don't feel like their lineage is continuing.
What you going to do with it?
What we going to do? No. Yeah. Shit. I cried like a baby when I found out I was going to be a dad, man. I was so fucking happy. I always wanted kids all my life.
The problem, I think the biggest problem that I noticed, and it's not just a TikTok thing, it's not just a social media thing. It's a purveying thought throughout all of the Black community and mindset in America. Not just America, but mostly in America. Because trust me, it's back home too in the Caribbean. That somehow you have to keep harping on the fact that your ancestors went through something. And because they went through something, I should never forget that they went through something. And the fact that what they went through has to be affecting me now somehow in order for me to be where I'm at. Right. Not like it used to be where if I went through hard stuff, It gave me more fortitude to endure more hard stuff.
Right. Right.
Now you're taking the hardship of the past and making it a weakness of the present.
It is.
Now, I can guarantee you money right now that their ancestors would slap them silly.
Right.
Like absolutely, they would go into the projects and watch them with their fancy Jordans and their nice watch and their slick hats and their cool clothes, and look at them and say, hold on, and you live there?
Right.
Yeah. How much them shoes cost?
Right.
Oh, about $600, and the watch about $1,000, and the whole outfit. Oh, that's about another $500. So you're telling me you have, and that's just one outfit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how much do you have? A closet full. So you tell me you got nearly $10K tied up in clothes, and you live there.
There. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Pow!
You're wearing LeBron James, but can't buy groceries for yourself.
You stupid and a half is what you are.
Wow.
Stupid and a
Like,
half.
okay, think about this then. If you own that kind of clothes and you want out of that situation, you know what you do? You sell your clothes. Because I guarantee there'll be another dummy that'll buy it for you for the exact same price you bought it for. So you sell the clothes. You now have, say if you sell it for half, you got 5K. You have 5K. You move just one city over. You pack your car up. In fact, if you don't have a car, take that $5,000, go buy you a car.
Right.
6 months later, you work a job, any job, because now you got a car, you can drive around. Work a job, go around the town, make some money, put it away, because remember, you're living on welfare, so you shouldn't be able to spend no money. You should be fine. Bank it up, dip out, make a life yourself. It is, I'm going to tell you right now, it is not difficult to leave the projects.
It's not.
You know what will
Not at
happen?
all.
You know what will happen if everyone thought like that were living in the project? There'll be no more projects, and they had to break the whole place down and put up better locations there.
AJ's from the
They'll be all
project.
moving on.
AJ's a living testament of that.
Project. Yeah.
I'm from the Jacks. Yes.
Right.
Jacks.
So how difficult was it for you to get out of there?
It was as simple as, Mom, I'm moving.
Right.
I knew I was getting the fuck out of there. I was like, nah.
So that's a mindset, is what you're telling me.
Right. It was like,
I never want to go back to Philly, honestly.
And of course,
I am so much more comfortable away from home. I love it and everything, but no, I just don't want to be around that. Because it's like, the thing about being home is, when you have a lot of family members who you love who ain't shit, they'll get you involved in shit, and it's not worth it. When you want to change your life, you really got to change your life.
Right.
I am much better without the family I love, because a lot of them really ain't. When I came home and seen that my cousins were doing the same shit they were doing before I went to jail,
Facts.
and I'm like, seriously,
Yo.
you still don't have any goals?
But they make money doing it, don't they?
No, that's the thing. My cousins are pretty boys. A lot of them are pretty boys. So they get these dumbass impressionable women, dog them out, cheat on them, and all sorts of stuff, and they still support them. Like my cousin's phone goes off, he got to call one of his women.
So
Hey,
here's
baby,
what I'm
what's
saying.
up?
Then they have money.
Yeah, they think
They have
that's
money. No, that's money. You see, 'cause now if you really wanted to, okay, let's play devil's advocate. You actually gonna be a scammer as a life choice. You know you can get money. You know you can get money from anyone you want. You go like Genty. I can get on TikTok and I can beg for money and I get the money. What are you gonna do with the money? If you say you want out of where you are, you don't go spend it on partying, liquor, and females.
Right.
You forge it away. If you're gonna do that, at least make it worth the while. So you know what? If I endure the hardship now, I can enjoy the peace later.
Facts.
But they don't want to go
gratification.
through anything hard. Everything is instant. They live a TikTok life.
Right.
They live a YouTube Shorts life. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. That's all they live for. Is this instant dopamine hit? And as soon as you have to do something hard, they get tired and they gotta look. My kid, I'll tell you this: my kids, my middle ones, and my middle and second to last one are the same. They could be sitting down doing nothing, nice and happy. They're not hungry. They're not thirsty. You tell them, take the garbage out. Oh, I got to get something to eat. I'm like, oh, do you now? Okay. And you know what I do? I say, okay, go get something to eat. When they come back and sit down, and they go, they forget already that they got to go do something. Now mom's cooking. Now that smells going through the house, right? Take the garbage out. Oh, no, we got to eat. He's like, you ate. Remember? You had dinner. But that was just a snack. No. You had dinner. Trust and believe me, that was dinner.
Facts.
Now you get to go to work and you're going to
Right.
take the garbage out and then go to bed while the rest of us stay down to eat. That's what's going to happen.
Facts.
The hardship is always going to be better if you do it yourself than be it forced on you.
Facts.
But
That's it.
they don't want that because that means, I got to take responsibility. Really responsibility? I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that.
And that's the biggest problem. Responsibility, availability, responsibility. We need these abilities. All these different abilities we have, we need these. And that's why we teach that. We're not like them. We're not going to settle for oppression and being mundane. I want black people to strive for success.
Yeah.
What's stopping you? When Donald Trump said that, that was probably one of my favorite things to say. What do you have to lose? Like, what's stopping you? There's nothing stopping you. And I hate when people say you can't make it. You can. You just gotta want to.
Yo, if I listen to them motherfuckers that I grew up with, I still be in Amsterdam projects.
There you go.
Right.
Imagine taking that hustle of going out in the street and putting it to something positive. Okay, you will get up at 2:00 in the morning to go make a drug run. Yeah, you'll do that. You'll stay up till 2:00 to not only do the drug run, come back and count your money and hide it in a mattress somewhere. Then you'll get up at 1:00 in the morning and take out somebody that's in your way. But somehow, when you got to get up at 2:00 in the morning to go do some hard labor at a construction site, that's too much.
Not enough money.
But the thing is, like construction. Okay, I did construction. They started off at 16 an hour.
16 an hour, right?
You know how much I get on the block, yo? You know how much I get on the block in a day, yo, bro?
Yeah, and it also might come with a couple of bullets too.
Right. Come with some time.
You know what I won't get? You know what I
like that,
won't
too.
get? You know what I won't get on a job site? Bullets.
Right.
You know what I'm
Peace of
avoiding?
mind is worth it. I
All
got
right.
five.
Money and
I got five
safety
bullets
or-
in me.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
my first job was at 13 because I knew mom needed help with the bills.
Right.
You know, and so what I did is I found myself a job at a local printing store. And so I walked to school every day. It was about a 3 or 4 mile walk to school. Walk to school, and the job was about halfway between home and school. So I walked home, stopped at the place to work from 3:00 till 6:00, and then went home every day. Did that for a year, every day. Brought home about $400 a month. That was plenty compared to, that
Not
was
bad
a
for a
lot.
13-year-old.
No, not bad.
See,
I mean,
listen.
and all of that went to mom. None of that came to me. I didn't want that. Was not for me. We had to sustain the house.
Right.
When I hit 18, I did the same thing. I went to work for the local
Right.
PUD.
I did the same thing. I used to work at bodegas and everything. When I was 10 years old, right? I couldn't wait till I turned 11 so I can get a paper route. When I was younger, paper routes were the number one thing that young people wanted to get because in a month, if you get $300, you're like so happy. Like you're on top of the world at 11 years old. So when I got my paper route, it was small and I was making like maybe, I think it was like $80 a month. And then I started getting more people on the route. So I used to do it before school and after school. I was making $600 a month as an 11-year-old. And I loved it. And see, what made me like that is because my dad did something. I couldn't stand him when I was younger for it. But like if I would say, Dad, I want $20, he would give it to me every time. But before I got the $20, he would put little Post-its on random jobs around the house that equaled up to $20. And I had to do that shit before I got the $20. So it'd be like organizing the pantry, bleaching the sidewalk, weird mean shit that I thought was mean. I thought it was mean. I thought it was horrible because he was a military man and he just had these little weird, like for instance, punishments. We would get our ass beat, but some punishments where we had to carry logs and dig holes and weird shit as punishment, right? So growing up, my body was strong. I started realizing that when I was at jobs that I could work hard as shit, and I liked it. I liked that fact of earning money, and I didn't realize that my dad was preparing me for that. And I respect him so much for that
Mr.
now, but I
Miyagi
hated it when I was young. Right. Take offense, exactly. And now I still try to do that with my kids. Like when my kids want something, they'll get it, but they're gonna have to do certain shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like doing the dishes or cleaning the bathroom. That's about worth $3. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take care of that. You know what I mean? And it works. If we do these things to our children, we'll raise them correctly. You know?
Yeah, and it's a tough thing to tell people that are in a place to not hear. But then again, on our fault is that we take the majority that don't listen and sometimes don't say it anymore because
Right.
we think they're not going to listen, and then we stop talking about it. I think if we keep talking about it, regardless of how much the hate shows up, they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that would be like, as much as I don't
Good
like
point.
this, I got to listen because he make it like this one kid. This was on my first account. This one kid came into my live one time. He was just talking all kinds of nonsense about how we can't make it and we oppress and blah blah blah. I said, so what do you want to do when you grow up then? Like, I don't know. I wanted to be an activist. It's like, so what are you doing to become an activist?
Right.
Saying you're going to be an activist is good. That's all good. Okay, let's say you want to be a black activist. Perfect. What steps are you taking right now to be an activist? And in what arena kind of activist? He said, oh, I want to talk to people about the law side of how to get out of trouble and all that stuff. So you want to be a political activist? What? Something to do with the rule of law? So I said, so here's what you do. If you want to be an activist, go find out all the rules that are on the books right now. So go talk to the police station and go talk to your nearest lawyer and do an internship with them. Just tell them, I just want to mirror everything you do to find out everything you got. Well, I said, well, then obviously you don't want to be an activist because activists don't just happen overnight, and you don't do it on TikTok.
Facts.
So a day later, I said, add me as a friend because I don't want to continue talking to you. He was only 16, mind you. So he added me as a friend, and I inboxed him. I said, so tell me, what are you at? Where you're at right now at school? And he says, well, I'm not doing too good with grades and all that. So how are you going to be an activist being a dummy?
Right.
How you going to be an activist if you're stupid as all get out and you're not paying attention to your school? What do you do when you get home? I get on my video games, and there you go. Then you're dumb. That's the first problem is that you're not applying yourself to where you want to be. So I talked to him a couple more days, and I got him to go actually start a new process. So he would go to school, then he would leave the school, go to the library, and read up on current laws that are on the books. And then he literally went and talked to the police chief, introduced himself, and realized that the police chief didn't hate black people because the police chief was black. And he would talk to the police chief about why it is that the amount of arrests were happening. And he went into detail with the police chief, only to realize that the stuff he was trying to advocate for was not something worth advocating for because it wasn't taking place.
Right.
And it changed his mindset about everything, but it didn't deter him from being an activist. It changed what he was being an activist for.
Right.
And so when we have people that we talk to, whether on TikTok or on YouTube or anywhere else, as much as I don't like people talking down about themselves, because when I train people, I said, you can't use the word can't in my school. We don't use the word can't. You don't know how to do it yet, or you're not doing it well yet, but it's not can't. We have, as a black community, I'm sorry to say, but we have loved that word can't. We can't make it. I can't breathe. While you're saying you can't breathe. Obviously, you idiot, you can because you're talking. You know what I'm saying? But we have this love of negativity. We have this, like it's almost like a drug to us to say we can't do something. Like that's some kind of a brag thing to have. That's a flex. I can't. No, that's not a flex, and you shouldn't stop. You should stop using the word can't.
Facts.
I intend to do something with my life. I can do it, and I will do it. They don't have that anymore. And of course, with the absence of the father, Snacks, you talked about your dad. With the absence of the dad, who is going to motivate little boys to do what men are supposed to do? No one.
Right.
And when the mother steps in, and the mother herself is lost, she's going to teach the boy how to be more feminine.
Right. Yeah.
And you will get a lot of beta males walking around the place, and you destroy this.
Or she's gonna teach him to be a womanizer. And that's a big thing. And nuclear families are so important because if you're a single parent, right? Like me, I'm a single parent because I don't have a woman in here, right? But I would be irresponsible of raising having two sons around me all the time, and they see me having women running in and out of my house. That's irresponsible of me. Irresponsible of me of a parent to show my sons that this is not how you treat women. You know, you don't. And women got to understand that if you're a single parent, it is your responsibility to be responsible in your household. You have to be responsible enough that I'm not going to have men coming in and out of my house because that works for both sides. Because little girls, you don't want to see that's how you're supposed to be with men. And you don't want the little boys to see that's how you're supposed to treat women.
Right.
So you have to have that responsibility factor.
Facts.
And it's a very tough thing to do because we have a lot of stubborn people, and that
Right.
comes. I know it comes in all shades. Okay, I know it comes with white people. It comes with Asians, Black, Hispanic, Indian. Yes, all races have their issue when it comes to, but it's a people issue when it comes to the mental
Right.
state.
Yeah.
Right.
You just happen to have people that push it to apply to only your race.
Right.
And if you believe it, it makes you dumb. It doesn't make you intuitive. It makes you dumb. It doesn't mean
Where's
that you're
this
insightful.
racism happening? Like,
Well, I
really
can
trying
tell
to
you
think
where.
back.
I can tell
So
you
what
where.
racist shit ever happened to me? I can't think of anything that a white person did to me racist.
You want to know when it first showed up for me, when I first saw it, for me, like literally saw it, was Rodney King.
Mhm.
That Rodney King case proved to me that there was a literal attempt and purposeful attempt to push the divide. They do it now. Now, if you remember Rodney, they never gave his background. They never gave you what he was on that night, and when he came out later, they never gave you any of that. And when they had the truck driver Denny,
Reginald
got
Denny, right?
attacked, yep, when he got attacked, that was praised as good retaliation.
It's so fucking.
Now, what they don't
That
tell
man
you,
took a brick.
and
That
what
was
they don't
crazy.
tell you is that when Rodney got his settlement, he spent it all
Oh,
on
yep.
drugs and alcohol, and they found him dead in the bottom of his pool.
That's crazy.
That's where they found Rodney King, the man who got beat up for no apparent reason. Meanwhile, he can retaliate while getting beat up because he was high on PCP.
Yep.
But the narrative was that he was such a victimized man, and this is why we should. This is the problem with America. America is so racist, and then you never heard about why he was even remotely engaged with to begin with. Never once did they talk about it, and you
Wow.
see it over and over right now. The same thing. Now, if I can make you believe over the span of what that was like 25 years ago, 28 years ago,
Yeah.
if I can make you over the span of 28 years believe a certain thing is taking place by every time one happens in the year, I can spread it over the course of 7 months. I can talk about it for 7 months. So in your mind, it's always happening because it's
right.
always there. The next year, I take 1 or 2 and I spread it over another 7 months. And I do this for 25 years.
Right.
Oh.
After that time, you will believe that this is an epidemic happening in America.
Exactly.
And they have done a very good job of making black people, the slow ones, the weak-minded ones, the simpletons, believe it. And ironically, then they'll give the simpletons all of the airtime
Right.
to make the simpletons believe that they are so brilliant. You'll end up with people like Lee. You'll end up people with like James. You'll end up with people like Sharpton.
But I don't consider those people simpletons. Those are geniuses, and those are race hustlers. They know what the hell they're doing.
When I say simpletons, I mean that they have an inability to let go of pride.
Okay, that's what you
They
mean.
have an inability to let go of pride.
Okay,
right.
But
And that's
Not
the thing.
dumb
But,
in
but
the,
see,
not dumb in the sense that they can't add 1 and 1, or they're not intelligent to know what they're doing.
okay, because
Right.
they clearly
They clearly have an understanding of what to do.
exactly. They know they're good at scamming. See, it takes an intelligent person to scam. They might not be intelligent when it comes to knowledge, or
Or
when
life.
it comes to giving people what they want to hear. They are perfect at it. And it's really funny. It's really funny about that too, because one thing we got to understand is the Liberal Party is not stupid. The things that they're implementing is brilliant in a way that has worked. It worked well. Versus like what you were saying, cops shooting black people is rare. I mean, it's so rare that if you think about it, like Larry Elder study he did with Harvard, that is so rare to the point where it's not even something to talk about. More people get killed by other things, way bigger. And that's why they came up with proximity. That's the reason why they say now that black on black crimes is not bad because it's
of
the proximity, which is a fucking horrible thing to say, because what that does is ignore our problems. That's why they glorify racism and sexuality so much, because it ignores the real problems in the black community. If you're from the black community and you're fighting for the black community, we know what is damaging our community.
Right.
But for some reason, we blame it on things that are not happening.
Yeah.
Cops are not unilaterally going around killing black people. It's not happening. Now, when it does happen, like Marlon said, they glorify it to the point where it feels like Trayvon Martin happened a year ago.
Yeah.
When clearly it didn't. but it's talked about so much and is glorified when it happens.
Do you realize
It
that's
glorified.
2013? That's 2013 now.
And he wasn't even killed by a cop.
10
Right.
years ago.
Almost
And
10.
everybody think it's last year. It happened.
Recent, because that's how they do it. They glorify that shit.
Oh,
Even
they'll
the
bring
black
up Emmett
community-
Till.
Look,
Right.
you get black people still talking about Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
the reach.
I don't even
About
know.
Emmett
I
Till,
didn't
though.
know who the person was until I read up about the person. But black people still talk about it.
Right.
They weren't
Think
even
about
there
Emmett
for
Till.
that shit.
Emmett
They
Till
weren't
puts a
even
nasty
born for
taste in
that
my mouth.
shit.
Right.
And you talk about it still?
And especially when this evil person, because she was an evil person, and she admitted in old age that she lied, that he didn't even say that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. That baby lost his life because your dirty ass lied.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is the crazy part. This is the crazy part. That happens every day between black people.
Yep.
Every day.
You will lie
Right.
on your brother that you don't like, so that another dude will take him out. Women
Exactly.
will lie about
Right.
their baby daddy to their new man, and knowing that their new man has gang ties, so that he would go kill the baby daddy.
Exactly.
That's
They
why I
do
did
Emmett
12
Till
years.
stuff all day long, every day, reoccurringly, but they want to talk about it because a white woman did it. I'm not negating that the white woman was wrong, but I'm saying you can't say that she is wrong while doing the same crap to men in the society when you're one of us. You
All
are
facts.
black. I
Right.
consider that worse.
While
I
advocating
consider that
for
worse.
While advocating, right.
Yeah. It's
See,
insane
I
to
did
me.
12 years behind that shit. And there's something with that. A lot of murders and things happen, and people don't talk about that enough. And I'm glad Marlon brought that up. Because a lot of times these vindictive, evil women lie when they're mad at you. Or they will set you up. Like, for instance, I know a cousin of mine who cheated on her boyfriend and gave him a disease, brought a disease back to him. He can't, and a disease he can't get rid of. He whooped the brakes off her ass, right? Then calls us and said her man hit her. So what she think we was gonna do? We was gonna go tighten him up. Then when I found out that happened, I started thinking to myself, what would I have done? Like, I'm not a woman beater or nothing, but you give me the Blickum or something I can't get rid of? Oh man, I'm punching you in your
But
throat.
it's an epidemic throughout, and not just. And I know we're saying black people and black people. Look, we understand that it happens in every race. We get that.
Right.
That's understandable. But the people making the most stink about things are black people. So let's just be honest about something here and be straight talking for 1 minute. White people are not complaining about what's happening to them with cops. In fact, if Bobby gets shot by a cop, they're gonna say Bobby was high and stupid, and Bobby deserved to get shot.
Facts.
They won't protest for Bobby getting shot or getting beat by the cops. They're not doing that. Let's just be honest. They're not doing it. Okay,
No.
they ain't. You're gonna tell me what? They don't know if something gets done wrong back. They won't. They do know, but they also know Bobby's history.
Right.
They know Bobby been running the street for a while. Bobby does meth, and he's been selling meth out of his home. He got an entire meth lab in the basement, and when Bobby gets popped, they're gonna say, "Oop, well, I guess Bobby got what he was supposed to get." Somehow, we think our culture tells people, "Look, you are doing selling dope on the sidewalk, okay, and you're selling weed, yeah, and you gang running, yeah." A cop pulls up, knowing you have all this stuff on you, and if the cop manhandles you, that's police brutality to you.
Brutality, right. And why are they racial profiling?
Yep.
No, for once, I would love to see us as a black people take responsibility for a person's history in crime.
Happen.
But you ain't gonna do that. You're not gonna do that, and I know it's not gonna happen. So it's wishful thinking. I get it because you got people like Umar Johnson out there putting nonsense in your head. You got
Yo,
people like
bitch.
Rashad Ritchie putting nonsense in your head. You got people
Another
like Al
bitch.
Sharpton putting nonsense in your head, and you're dumb enough to listen to it.
Old bitch.
You're dumb enough to listen to it. And if you're that dumb, I really don't think there's any mental hope for you. I'm
Right.
sorry to tell you, I don't know that there's mental hope for you. I can hope and pray that you get your life right. But at some point, I have to just wash my hands of you because if I can, all of us on the screen here, had been through some sort of hardship in life. Snacks has been to prison. AJ lived in the ghetto. I don't what he Asian. That's half the problem he got right there. Michael's been through the hardship of being black and white. I have been broke and poor to the point where I couldn't eat but bread in the morning and butter. And that would be it for the day. Why in the hell are we not behaving like the so-called black community?
Right.
Are we not black? Like, they're going to tell me one time, this guy told me, it's because you're an immigrant. You think a cop sees me driving and think, oh, he looks immigrantish. I can't pull him over.
Immigrantish.
Right? He looks like he could be an immigrant. I can't pull him over, even though he's black, but he's not the right kind of black for me to pull over. He looks like he was well-spoken. Maybe we should just leave him alone. I don't think cops do that. And I've been pulled over in Mississippi. I have been pulled over in Mississippi. In St. Louis, I've been pulled over. And none of the cops, both were white, did anything in their nature show that they were going to beat me up. You know why? Because when they asked me for my ID, I just gave them the damn ID. Why? Because it's not a big deal. Secondly, I was speeding. You don't have to ask me what were you pulling me over for? Man, you know what I'm pulling you over for, man. Come on, man. Stop playing it.
Every time I got pulled over, I knew I was getting pulled over.
Like, come on, man.
Every time. Every time. I knew goddamn well I was going 80 in that 35.
You know full well what you were doing.
Right.
Don't be dumb about it. Like, honestly now.
Because I have no warrants. I'm good.
Yeah, and you got nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. Like, why are you so reluctant to just show your ID? Well, because it's my right. Okay, it's your right. Okay, it's your right. You have the right to not show your ID. I get that. That's your right.
The right to get the fuck out of here so I can get on with my day.
Why put up the fight? You're delaying the inevitable. You're making things harder for you and the police officer. You're making yourself look suspicious. It's not worth it to me to just fight because I can.
Also, I know you. You don't know them. So it's like, how about we just keep the peace so we all get out of here cool? We all want, right? That's it. Period.
But apparently that's difficult. And if that's difficult, then I can't really help it.
The black man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
No,
I have a hard time with everything.
It starts with the shifting of your mentality. That's exactly what it started with.
Right.
Project is I'm an observer of people. That's what I do. That's why I'm an actor, because I can observe people. And so I'm like, what the fuck do all these people have in common besides being broke? It's their mentality. And why you have 5 generations of these motherfuckers here. Because nobody said, okay, it stops with me. Me and my 5 sisters and my brother, we all made it clear that this was it with us. Like, we're the last generation here. So none of us stayed. So we all left. And so it's like, that's where it starts. And people have to understand that shift is you're gonna lose friends, period. Fuck you. I don't care. It's done. I don't need you around me. You're not the person that's gonna get me to the next level in my life. That mentality is never gonna get you anywhere except in a cubicle complaining for the rest of your life. And I knew first summer job that was never gonna work for me. I got that first check and I was pissed. And I was 14 and had no real responsibilities, but I was pissed. I didn't know what taxes were. Nobody explained this stuff to me. And I'm taxes at 14 for what? For freaking what? And then also the best thing about being a fucking adult is you get to choose the people you have around you. I don't give a damn about no family, how we related, who Buki is. I don't give a damn about none of y'all. If you ain't doing something productive, we can't have a conversation. Are we clear? Period. Right. And once people people take it as arrogance, I don't care how you take it. I said what I said. Period. Right. We can't have a conversation about anything. I'm good. Yeah, you have my phone number. Text me if someone dies. I'll show you. But don't text me to talk about your day-to-day dumb shit. I'm not doing that with you. Period.
But see, another problem too is that the wider culture at large also seems to infantilize the black community. And it's like I see that with white liberals, and I see that with the boba liberals on TikTok. They conjoin into this weird mutant that pushes that narrative that infantilizes the black community. I'm like, that's so. How can we address that particular issue as well? Because that's disgusting.
You can't, because they don't look. It's a power trip for them. Okay, so I equate it to this, and you know when you have a dog in the yard, and the dog is not really that big, and it wants to pretend as though it has something that you should be afraid of. So it barks really loud. Now the gate opens. All of a sudden, the dog has lost its luster to try and bark at you, right? So what the dog ends up doing is finding safety amongst the bigger dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That small dog is the white liberal. And also the embodiment of the pro-blackie people.
Yeah.
All this talk and what they hide behind is the safety of the social justice movement.
Right.
So the big dogs who can do something, they will tell them, "Look, man, I'm here to help you," because they look at me and not be afraid. Don't worry, they won't be afraid of me. But you guys stay behind me, okay? Because they're afraid of you. But I'll be the front man and I will talk for you. But if they come, they'll come after you. But then they'll realize, man, they're big.
Right.
But they're really coming after me because I'm talking for you. So you have to protect me at all costs. They have convinced big, huge Doberman Pinschers, Rottweilers, Cane Corsicos to shut up and hide behind a Chihuahua.
Right.
That is how bad it is right now. So you can't really, because what you have to end up convincing is the big dogs that they're not big.
Right.
That's what they have done that. They've convinced the big dogs they're small. And we have to try and convince the big dogs that they're big dogs.
Right. It's the great mind lies with these white liberals who literally will sit there and think reading off a laptop somehow trumps our lived experience.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Can't
You know what irritates me about them too, though?
book is never going to validate what's actually happening on the ground. I can say, yeah, statistics say, well, all I know is Tyron and them did some shit that they shouldn't have been doing.
Right.
That maybe we wouldn't have the result that we have now. So how about you shift the way you think, approach shit, and maybe you'll get a different result. But doing the same shit, expecting a different result, no.
That's insanity.
Ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
And see, and you ever notice though, right? The white people who are on that side, you ever notice how they try to talk when they give their little monologues or their little speeches? You ever notice how they try to put that, like, yeah, you're gonna have to stay away from all women. You know what I'm saying? Like Jolly Ginger. Jolly Ginger got interviewed slightly by Mendoza on the street, right? Because he was at a Black Lives Matter, right? When she approached him and was going to try to ask questions, she said, "Listen, I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't understand why you're pro-life. You know, you men, you should stay out of it. Why his shirt says pro-choice? It was weird." He said, "You men should stay out of women's issues. You're saying that you're pro-choice, so you're cool with that." But his voice was different. Then when you see him on a live with black people, it's like, "Listen, this is the United States of America. If you're gonna come in our country, you can't be racist." I'm like, y'all don't notice the fakeness? If a white person who's conservative talk like that, oh, you're trying to cultural appropriate. How come that same fire ain't for them on your side?
Right.
You know, it's contradictory.
Right.
It's coming from the same people who get mad at black women if they wear cornrows and say you're still in our culture, but never get mad at white men or black men who are trying to steal their gender. Makes no sense. Can't wear cornrows, but take my vagina. What are you talking about?
Ginger Billy.
What?
Ginger Billy.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I got him right here. I want to show people the example of what we mean.
Jolly Ginger.
Jolly Ginger. Listen carefully to how he's talking. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Listen.
Look, I had to take a break from work real quick to address this talking point that I keep hearing. What if we arm the teachers? Arm the teachers and school shooting stuff. Can you shut the fuck up with this ludicrous nonsense? First of all, we can't even afford to put papers, pens, and pencils in schools. First of all, we have absolute disproportionate inequity in schools as it is. Teachers are coming out of their pocket for resources and material for the classroom. Parents are buying these long lists for school supplies because we don't fund schools. We have standardized testing, but we don't have standardized resources. The inequities in schools is well documented. But now you fucking idiots are saying that we're going to be able to afford to give teachers guns. And, oh, by the way, having a gun isn't enough. You have to have adequate and efficient training. Have you ever been on a two-way range? A two-way range is when the target's shooting back, when your heart's pumping and your adrenaline's high and you're running and shit's going down. Are you going to be able to just pull your weapon up and shoot accurately? Most people are not. This is actually well documented as well. If you want to be able to efficiently deploy your weapon in a high-stress environment, you must adequately and efficiently train, and you must
exactly. You have to be adequately and efficiently trained. Like
that's the point.
What? That's why you arm them. You don't just hand them a gun. If you can give them a course on sexual education for kids, like they do in Pennsylvania, where you tell them about dildos, why can't you take the same money and resources and train the teachers on how to use a gun properly? This is the idiocy. This is the idiocy of people like him.
Right.
And it's intentional, AJ. You are right. It is definitely intentional because he's not a dummy. No, I lied. Not with him. He definitely is a dummy. This guy is definitely a clown. Like there is a mental. Look, there is a reason why his teeth look the way they did. Mine was because of the disease. His is because of stupidity. Like all the dumb has started to spread to his mouth. The amount of crap that he spews on a daily basis is why his mouth looks the way it looks.
He got a mouth like a bad spades hand. You don't get your weird ass the fuck out of here. Fuck him. Listen. He ran from me too.
I wish I could find the video he did.
Wasn't he a racist or something?
Yeah, he used to be in the Aryan Nation.
Yeah, and his daddy was a head huntsman.
Okay, so he just lost his fucking his way.
Yeah, his dad was a head huntsman. Looky here.
It's ghetto. I wanna leave.
This is another one. That fat fool is another one too. That's army overlord clown. He says he's former military, right? And he calls people that like he would call Mike a fake tree. Not a real patriot. But that fat fool, you were in the military. You expect me to think that you would chase me with that belly attached to you? Really?
Oh my God.
You can catch me wearing that? Man, you look like a prego, man. You can't chase nobody with that thing.
The only thing that's going on in my head right now when I'm even looking at this is there's a long black train coming down the line.
Now watch this.
It's ghetto. I wanna leave.
I love
all show. There is power in this. The power in this. What power? It's three clowns hugging each other.
Right. They're planning a man-on-man orgy later. They're planning that man-on-man orgy later. That's all.
This is what I mean by the liberal making. But then again, they have help. Okay, let's be honest. They have help.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's a Trojan horse.
Mm-hmm.
They come in on the backs of other idiot black people like I Speak, Overlord, Brock, Lee, Nathan, Farrakhan, Sharpton, Jackson, all these clowns. They come in on the backs of these people, and they will pander and create this idea that, hey, you know what? I know that you people have gone, and this is how they'll tell. I know you've been through so much. I can speak for you, brother. I can speak. I know because my people have been oppressing you for so long. But hold on, aren't you one of them people? Yeah, but I'm different. I ain't like them people. It's like, but you, as you say, white inherently is racist. Aren't you white?
Right.
Yeah, but I'm different though. So when you say you're different, why can't black people say they're not the same as other black people?
Facts.
Right.
Yep. Why do we get dogged for being different, but you got to be praised for being different from the white? You're telling me right off the top that even the worst of your kind is better than the best of our kind.
Woo. That shit comes from weird places. I can tell you right now.
Can you imagine that? Them telling you the worst of white people. This is what a liberal I want black people to listen to me what white liberals are telling you. Mark my words. They are telling you that the worst of their kind is still better than the best of
your kind. That's it.
Wow.
And what's funny is that it just seems like a whole bunch of white people finally watch ebony porn. Now they know the struggle. That's what it feels like. I watch some black porn now. I know everything about helping
black people.
Right.
I love black women. Oh, black women.
I love black women. Right. I went to the Black Forest and got lost. Now I'm riding for BLM.
I went to the Black Cookout.
Right.
I know what fried chicken tastes like.
Right. I bought a colored TV. I know the struggle.
It's the same thing. All the people don't. Snacks, he said it right there. I'm not racist. I have a colored TV. That used to
That's
be a
it.
joke, and now it's the
That's it.
passing card to get into the black community. And some blacks are so dumb they don't realize it. They're
And-
telling you, no, I know what it's like to be black. How? Well, I lived in the ghetto. Rabbi is another one. I lived in the projects. I know what it's like to be in the project. You know what it's like to be broke. I get that. But you don't know what it's like to be black and broke.
Right.
You don't, because you weren't black and broke.
Right.
Not that it's a massive difference, but in the eyes of other people, there is a difference.
And you know
So
what
don't tell
kills me? There's a girl on TikTok named Queen Locke. There's a white woman who grew up in the hood and raised by black people. T. Nathan and them made her feel so bad because she says she's part of the black community.
Oh, I remember that. Yo.
Why not? Why isn't she part of the black community? If you grow up in the black community, you're a part of that community. You don't know any other community.
But they accept Denise.
Right.
The other horse-faced old white lady. They'll let her say the N-word too.
Yeah, she says the N-word and she rocks the cornrows and the braids.
She looks as if someone had taken a bunch of grocery plastic bags and formed a sculpture of a horse.
Right, that's it. That's exactly what she looked like. Right.
The wrinkles
Bag
are all
face
over
horse.
it. Just
right.
And they said, "Now glue it. You got the shape. Now glue
Right.
it. There's wrinkles everywhere."
She looked like she smells like ketchup soup. That's what she looked like. Stinking ass. Like she brushed her teeth with hot dog water. Fuck her.
Hot dog water. Okay, I'm gonna make a proposal. Since Lee's not on TikTok no more though. You have to make it somehow back to create that account just to show up in the chats for this. Okay. We need to have a TikTok roast session. And that's all we do. Like we don't take any extra person on the screen. It's just a straight up roast session of all the liberals on TikTok.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. All of them.
Let's make a special day for this.
A special day just for that.
Just to call them out too. And then make clips of it and put it on the internet. Say,
Yes.
"Oh, come see us about it. Come see us about what we say."
So here's what we'll do.
Yeah, I like
We'll each go live. Okay, so there was 1, 2, 3. There are 4 of us here. That's about what can fit on the screen, right? 4 people can fit on the screen at once.
5.
Perfect. You don't want in?
5.
No, I'm talking about on TikTok. You can go live with 4 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you got 3 on the right and the 1 main person, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We are going to go live, and everybody, of course, is live. So you get your own recording, right? Is that what happens? You can get your own recording off of it.
Right.
Perfect. So what we're gonna do? Everybody gonna pick the person they're gonna roast and put them as their backdrop.
G&T.
I'm down with this shit.
Oh my
I'm
God,
down with
I'm
this
bombing.
shit.
And we
I get
are
all
gonna
my
go
videos
live
taken
on
down. I make
TikTok
about this weirdo.
and do that straight for the whole time that we're on, from beginning to end. Ain't nobody else getting in the box. Nothing. We're not even.
Did
paying
you see the
attention to
video I
comments.
did? I destroyed him, Marlon. I showed him looking like Baby Grinch, Fat
Yeah, I
Xerxes.
saw that.
All right,
and
so
I
I will
destroyed
say
him. He
this.
got it pulled.
I will say this.
Uh-huh.
AJ probably has the biggest platform on live.
So he gonna host it. Yes, of course he gonna host it.
Oh my God.
He will be the main
Bro,
face.
roast.
What are you talking about? That's the whole plan.
AJ,
Our shit be popping too.
It's the whole
Yeah.
plan, bro.
Right. Get their ass.
We are
Get
gonna
your
go
ass in the
after-
box and defend yourself.
No, we ain't letting them anywhere near the box.
They're gonna ban that shit. Mass
We
report,
are
bro.
good. Oh no, we'll have Jay Lee can come on, be a moderator. We'll have some good moderators. As soon as I see the first person say something dumb, block.
no. So
Block.
here's the thing,
Block.
Marlon. Here's the thing we gotta do. AJ, listen. You do what you want, but so what we do, we jump in your live and we're like, hey, I got a picture. We send it to you through any form. See any picture of, say I did, and I just start roasting the picture the whole time live. I'm like, this dude looks like he eats ass, or
Right.
and that's what we do. You know what I mean?
Ass
Like that's
breakfast.
all we're talking about.
I can't wait to roast. Listen, I'm gonna depart so Tina can get in there and get some. Because they disrespect the hell out of that gorgeous woman. I want her
Okay,
to have
I'll
her
I'll
chance.
make an exception for that. Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tina could get in because I want Tina to get some too, because she got jokes for days too. Right.
Oh yeah, she
Get
does.
their asses.
So
One day.
anyway, but I'm sad that the lady didn't show up. I really am. I really wanted her to show
Yeah.
up. That might sound like I'm hopeful,
Too
but I'm
busy
hopeful.
performing cunnilingus on her girl.
I don't know what she's doing. She said she got to surgery. She's probably healing, or she high. Probably high on her drugs or something that she's taking. Which
Is
I
it
gotta go take mine
cunnilingus
now.
or is it cunnilingus?
I don't
Like
know.
without the T.
No T. No T.
Okay.
Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza. Condoleezza. Hey girl, give me some of that Condoleezza. Oh girl.
So next week, what? Hey, AJ, you want in on the show next week?
T. Nathan's gonna be here. You said
no. Oh, but if you want in on the show from time to time, just let us know. We'll send you the link.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely drop in.
I got a whole bunch of shit to tell whoever gets in the box.
So
I'm just
what
gonna
we going
roast
to?
the fuck
I
out.
want a commitment of what we're going to talk about next week, right now, from somebody.
I want to touch the WHO.
No, you're gonna get blocked.
Oh god damn.
We're gonna get struck like till next week on YouTube. It'll have to be a straight Rumble show. It can't even go on Facebook because Facebook will shut it down.
Wow.
It'll have to be a straight Rumble show. Trust me and believe me. If we even remotely talk about the Who, people gonna look around like, who was live? We'll be gone. We'll be gone.
Right.
Gone.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
Like
ridiculous.
they'll shut the live down midstream for that stuff.
I believe it.
Wow.
So if you want to do
I
it,
wanna
we'll have to
talk
do it on
ex-
Rumble.
I want to talk extensively about nuclear families because I did. You know what's crazy? I did a search, right? I did a search and try to find. I did a list of all the greatest scholars and black scholars of our time, and I tried to look up which ones didn't have a nuclear family.
None of them didn't.
Never
have one.
found. I never
Yeah.
found one. I found one, but
Larry
his mother
Elder is
died.
the only one that kinda because they got divorced, but the dad was still
Right.
around.
His dad is still around.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something there with the nuclear family. I mean, and when I say nuclear family, I don't want this to get fucked up. When I say two parents, I mean a mother and a father. Everybody else's nuclear family can be different. I want mother and father. Not saying that two dudes or two women can't do it, but they can't do
I
it as
am.
good as the mother and
I
father.
am. I'm saying they can't.
Why not? Why can't two men?
I'm gonna say they
There's
can't.
nobody in that household to tell them that homosexuality is wrong.
Despicable that you would say that here.
Yeah, such a
Like,
bigot.
Don't
Dirty
stop
bigot.
acting like an ass.
Such a dirty bigot.
What do you think, Snacks?
Right. You're such a homophobe.
Are you afraid of gay people?
Right.
I'm not afraid. I can't wait to hit one.
But I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. Oh wow. You talk about cheeks and then you say that? Come
Not
on, man.
cheeks, not that way. I'm talking about punching him in the face. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta say no. Hold on. But you said cheeks and Peter at the same damn
And you
sentence.
said hit. Come on,
Right.
man. You can't wait to
All right.
hit one. You said
I
it.
want to assault one. No, that ain't good
better.
enough either.
That's not good either.
I want to. I want to punch
Careful,
one in the face.
careful.
No, I
You're
don't
gonna
want
get banned for that too. You're gonna
Right.
get banned for hate speech on that one.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So next week, then we'll talk about the nuclear family.
Nuclear family. All right.
And
AJ, you coming?
You coming on?
Snacks.
We're gonna talk about the value of it. The value of the nuclear.
And that was
family.
going good the way we was doing it. Like I was talking, then Bro Kids, then Lee, then you, then AJ. If we keep that going, we can have a really, really good constructive conversation.
And I
Everybody.
want AJ. Hey, we got to get AJ back in here. We got to AJ talking more.
We
got
got
Five Horsemen.
We need one
I
liberal.
mean, I ain't gonna change the logo or nothing, but you know,
change the logo, but
until I get a commitment from him that he
Right.
gonna be here permanently, I ain't changing my logo.
So I'm a swing state. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Swing state. Swing state.
They always
What
change,
we do
man.
without Pennsylvania.
just swing the right way, man, not the wrong way. Just make sure you swing the right way. We don't
Oh,
want to.
shit.
We don't want the bad swing. We're trying to get
Right,
the good swing.
we want
The
to get
chick-
swing.
Right, the cheek showed up again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the right swing, man.
Right.
So no, but if we do the nuclear family next week, I'd like that. That's a good topic. That's a really good topic. Let's make it a little earlier though. Instead of 1:30, can we do it at 12:30?
I can do it.
3:30 instead.
Right.
PM?
3:30 Eastern.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me Eastern because I get confused about when you say what
Yeah,
time.
3:30
Y'all
Eastern.
changed it. 3:30 Eastern. All right.
But like that's on time.
Okay. So that's cool.
Yeah, that would be the best. I think that's better than this late because that would give me time to get done and go pick up my daughter and stuff. So,
Hey.
Hey, get that daughter.
yeah. So
Sounds good.
3:30
3:30.
Eastern next week, guys. Don't be late. If you're in the chat right now, make sure you log that down. I'll make the poster for it. And AJ said he will be back, so we'll add him as the guest speaker.
Shit.
He's
I'm with it.
Sounds
he's
good.
doing the Hava,
AJ,
Nakila, Hava, Nakila.
Hey, let me tell you how AJ. Every time I watch AJ live, right, like this, he's like, "Ugh."
Oh man, AJ been pissed the last couple times.
Yeah.
We've had some great lives.
This
We
is
had
AJ
35
every time. This
We
is
had like
AJ every time I
3,500
watch
people in there the one
You know
night.
the best
We
one
was
I saw
in there.
yet. The best one I saw
AJ
yet.
just always like,
You guys had this one guy on there. This a black activist guy with a hat, a black top hat. What was his name?
Toy Soldier Ken.
Toy Soldier, right? He was there, and he was talking, and everybody left their chair. And
Right, that's the
he was
walk
just
off.
there. He
That's
was
the
just
walk
there.
off.
And
Yeah.
he was like, this was him. When you left, this was him.
Right, like he didn't know what to do. That's why the fuck we do it. Sit there and just wallow in self loneliness and
it's
pity,
like
you
epic.
weirdo.
Like he looked around, like he was like unsure, like what you.
Motherfucker came there dressed like some black ass superhero.
Then he did this, and then he logged off.
Right.
Like, whatever, man.
See, we wouldn't have done him that dirty if he ain't make videos about it.
It was great. Oh, it was so good. I was like, they didn't just do that to that brother. Like, oh my
Motherfucking
God,
right.
bro.
Take that with you.
Max, tag me in that. Do you have the video saved?
I don't know. AJ got all those videos. AJ should have that.
We should put that particular clip up.
No, that was the same night that you lost 2 accounts and Lumberjack lost 1, so I can't download it.
Oh my God.
So if someone gets reported on the down, I can't download it.
There's a little part of a clip. Somebody sent me a screen recording of it.
Yeah, hopefully they got that. That part would have been epic, man. I tell you, bro, that was the best thing.
I want
ever.
that walk off. I want and I want
and AJ was the last to leave. AJ was the last one to leave, and how he did it too. He just did this.
I can't see the chat, but if my sisters are in there, if Destiny and them in there,
He did.
they'll probably have
He
it.
put his hands up, hit the chair, pushed it back, got up, turned like this, and walked. Like,
right.
It was so deliberate. It was so deliberate. Like, okay, all right. I'm out.
Just
But the thing with AJ, here's the thing with AJ. He doesn't hide how he's feeling.
Nope. And that's the best part.
He doesn't hide that shit. He's just like,
Barlet. Yeah. That's why I want right.
Okay.
AJ do this. AJ be back here like this, and they're like, you know what? I'm bored. All right, come on with this conversation. I'm sick of this conversation. I mean, I can be do so many other things. Like,
there's this one moment with AJ where he was just like, you know what, F it, just keep talking. I don't care anymore. This is a boring conversation. Just move on. And I'm like,
man,
and everyone in the room was just like, all right,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter if he follows you, he's still gonna be like,
right.
All right,
good stuff,
A
man.
month ago, right?
All right.
I went into my my profile and it was like 99 plus. So I know I had a lot of people hit my video. And then I looked and a lot of them was in my comments. So I go to the comments and I look and it's like everybody saying, "Hey, are you and AJ doing another live? Let me know. Tag me when y'all do go live and shit." That shit was like, it was popping when the liberals are coming now. The liberals is like, nah, fuck that.
Nah, we good. We ain't doing that.
Fuck
We ain't doing that to myself.
So we gotta go on field trips and chase them down.
Trying to find ways to put in there, but I can't figure it out. Should we ask questions instead of making statements? Maybe that'll work.
No, ask them like I would say ask them questions like you said, like real questions, like what do you believe about like this? What do you believe about that?
Right.
And then you just respond. You know, like so you put in your little tag how you do and behind your thing, like all right, liberals, what do you think about this?
Right.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this? I'm gonna respond.
You got to get them stirred up. Put Donald Trump in the background, or put like I say, like put like a sword and machine gun to the like LGBT flag. Like have the flag be all cut up by a sword or something. Something real disrespectful, or say like the LGBTQ is a bunch of bitches. I do that and the topics and shit, then I get shut down fast.
So
that might be different for you.
Urge me to do that if the live not gonna
stay.
Yeah, careful.
Even the co-hosts get on my nerves too. Like Max and Jelani be talking over each other. I'd be like, shut up.
Oh, I know.
One time I had a topic that said, "Come in here, LGBTQ," and I spelled it CUM.
You're wrong for that.
Oh shit.
Fuck them.
Okay.
They the ones like booty hole, not me.
So next week, nuclear family, not LGBTQ LMNOP alphabet soup community. Nuclear family, and how we can try and find ways to encourage people to be more like it, or at least keep the father and the mother involved in the child's life so that the child does not grow up mentally deranged and lacking in love and control and in direction. Because whether people like it or not, there is a natural order to things. And last time I checked, I don't care what you want to think about it, men cannot have babies and women cannot grow a pee-pee. So, which means you can't procreate with each other if you're just the same.
Men can have babies.
They're called turds, AJ. They're called turds. Some of us have some really big ones, but those aren't babies. I know people say they're a brown baby boy. I know people say they're a brown baby boy, but no, they're not kids. Okay.
There's no such thing as a butt baby.
None at all. Never has been.
Right.
I've had some good movements, but nothing the size of a child. I'm just telling you now.
Oh my God.
Pounders.
No, I was never Randy Marsh.
Right.
I was never Randy Marsh. Okay.
Right. Sperm and feces will never make a Puerto Rican, no matter what they tell you.
Never. They might make a black liberal though.
A liberal. Yeah, they make a black liberal. Right. They make a liberal.
It might
Sperm
make
and
a black
feces
liberal.
make a black liberal. Like, he come out mad at the white man for no reason at all. He don't even cry. He just says cracker. Cracker.
Hey, my mom was watching right now, probably. So she's probably like texting me right now, like, Michael.
Sorry, Mom.
What the fuck?
I did not mean feces. I meant shit. Feces is the worst
Better than
word.
feces, so.
Yeah, it's better. It's better. I'm no longer gonna say penis because I keep getting booked for
peen.
saying penis.
Say
I'm gonna say
peen.
tallywhacker.
No, say peen. Peen is a better one.
Peen. All right.
Yeah, peen. P-E-E-N. Peen.
They fucking my speech up, bro.
Peen. Peen.
Cum slinger.
You've got to have it.
Oh,
You got to have certain words that you can put there that people be like, "What does that mean?" And it's not going to really hit them until later.
Right.
They got to wake up like, "What? That's what he meant," and then they get mad, but it's too late to report your video. That's the perfect.
And
time to do
hey, here's the thing, Marlon, is that the fact that chick didn't even show up.
There you go.
Coward.
The punk ass.
Coward.
I had hopes.
I inboxed her and said, "You left me hanging."
Wow.
So we'll see if she replies to that.
What happened was
She was 3D printing a strap on. That's why she couldn't.
My
I
girlfriend.
have no
was
idea why it is
fixing
that you would say yes and say yes on a live,
right,
and then reply to me and send me your email and still not show up.
Right. Scared.
someone probably talked her out of it.
Oh well.
She
It
saw
is
the
what it
promo.
is.
She saw the promo. I'm telling you, she saw it and she was like, "Oh my god,
Not too much.
that's too much for
Too
her."
much.
She was like, "I can't fucking do this shit."
I just don't think she. After talking to me,
And I
don't think she
I
wanted
think
three
that
more
might
of
be
me.
because they can't hold their argument and make it make sense.
Exactly.
Ask her how many black dudes she's fucked.
If
No,
y'all
because she's gay.
if y'all were being nice to her on TikTok, she wouldn't be able to handle y'all on here.
Right.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. I try like the new me. This is a new me. People now understand this is. I am a new me. I've changed my ways.
Bullshit. I ain't listening to that
I
shit.
have.
We
I
got
have.
a preview you with
When was the last time you saw me go off on somebody's
a
snacks?
little preview of the old Marlon.
Marlon. Come on, Marlon. I know. You're
on.
chomping at the bit. You want to.
Yeah.
The old
Just
Marlon's
because
gonna
I
be so-
want
as soon
to,
as somebody
just
say some
because
dumb
I
shit.
want to does not mean I will. The new
I tried
me
so
has
hard to get Marlon back.
Every now and then.
Yes, but the new me has restraint. Now it has restraint.
That's not gonna last long. That shit.
I have so much restraint that I have blocked all the things I could possibly bring in. I blocked I Speak. I blocked Karen. I blocked Ginger. I blocked Thomas the Villain. I blocked Eddie. I blocked all of them, so I can't even see their stuff. And I blocked Genty. It's amazing. It feels so good that I don't have to see their faces on my live.
See, the thing about Genty is I'm about to block him because everything I make about him, and he keeps trying to call me out to his live, and I'm not going in a live.
That's
to hear
why
him
I'm glad
tell me
I don't have
suck
to
your
see his
dick all the
face, bro.
time.
I'm not seeing his face, and
Fucking
it feels so good. It's like when you see your bed, and you know you don't have to change the sheets. It's just I can just go lie down.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I
It's a
mean,
good
like
feeling.
Ginger,
Shaped like a tall midget.
Ginger,
Fuck him.
like out of all the fucking woke motherfuckers that I dislike, I dislike Ginger. Man,
The
like,
most.
I dislike that motherfucker.
I made that nigga leave that. I made him leave the app.
For a
I
while.
went on his ass.
You know,
Yeah,
he got banned twice and got his account back the very next day, right? Every time.
Yeah, he has a
Tizzy too. I shot from the hip on Tizzy. But Tizzy's a whole nother animal. That dude got some weird shit in his content.
Fuck Tizzy too.
Tizzy is a pervert, and he is.
Oh my God! You see that shit he does with the car? He's like, "No, call me Big
Yeah.
Daddy." He's like,
I'm telling you right
fuck?
now that Tizzy is a pedophile. I'm saying it out
Well, a
loud.
little kid, like a little
In
boy.
public.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He is a pedophile.
Yep.
Tizzy touched.
I'm gonna send that to you too, AJ. I got that shit.
I've made an
That shit
entire
ain't going
video.
nowhere.
I made an entire video of him. It's still on my Rumble right now.
Really?
I can
want to
prove
find
you
the
that he's
video
a
of
pedophile.
Jeanty. I want to find a video of Jeanty where he was doing the what you call him? He was talking about the little boy in the coffin because he was mad at the other boy. He's like, "What kind of shoes was your little brother wearing?"
Yeah, except it
A
was
black baby in the
wasn't
coffin.
a guy, but it wasn't a baby. It was his uncle or something like that in the coffin.
That's
Oh yeah,
that's fucked
still
up.
fucked up.
But no, I did
Who
an
would do
entire video on Tizzy, and I think it's still on my Rumble account. Got to double check and make sure it's there. Now I called him out, him and Karen. I called both of them pedophiles and groomers because they are.
Yep.
You don't have kids following you and make videos about sexual explicit stuff and not be a groomer.
Right. Yep.
You are indeed a pedophilic groomer. And if you don't want somebody saying that, then stop producing stuff that can be seen by children when
children.
they're of a pedophilic nature.
Right. This how ugly Aunt Karen is. She got an OnlyFans, and every time our OnlyFans plays, she owes money. Motherfuckers, she owes people money to see that nasty shit. I know that shit's all nasty.
Like what's her like niche or whatever on there?
That machine, I hear she be hooking people up to the machine and shit.
Oh, she got a machine. Oh shit.
Yeah, she shows the machine on her content.
I don't.
Ugh. She talks crazy too. She
AJ,
I hook
you
my
gonna look
followers
for
up
that
to it.
shit?
What'd you say?
You're gonna look for that shit?
You better not. You're gonna trust me, you're not gonna be able to make it next week because you will still be throwing up.
Oh my God. She says she hooks guys up to that machine and gives them a safe word. I already know what the safe word is. Caucasus Mountains, Caucasus Mountains. They all be yelling weird shit like Caucasus Mountains. Caucasus.
No.
White ally, white ally, oh white ally.
Okay, here we go. Last thing before we go. Last thing before we go, so I can back up my claim that Tizzy is a perv and a pedophile.
Straight perv.
Straight up. You ready? This was
Yep.
my show that I did on him. Of the type of things he likes in his women. Now, if you go to his follow list, you will find at least 100 accounts of scantily clad, young to almost underage women in his following list. He has nearly a third of his following kids.
Wow.
Kids.
I've seen this.
I'm gonna repeat that again. Kids. This is where it starts to get truly disgusting.
Jeez.
All right? This is where it begins. So I'm going to start you off with, which one should I start you off with first? Is it choppy on your end? I'll go with this one.
Yeah, it's choppy.
Choppy.
I don't know why. This is his.
Was this Hammer Time?
No,
now
this
you
is
got
my
your
own
little
show.
part.
Oh my God, bro. His video, his own video. He did this video. He directed it, and he's sitting down in front of it, telling you this is mine.
No love from you when you're raising him.
He edited this, huh?
Bet he regret it, then he can tell. Gonna write the song and I'm doing well. If you ain't showing me the love you know you should.
If you're not watching the background, I hope you're watching the background and what's taking place with the woman.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just saying, just watch.
And when I find him, just know that'll fuck me good. No, you're not the truth. No, you're not the truth. Someone must have shot you way up in the air.
This is Tizzy, guys. there's a part here. If I can.
Andy's coming. Done.
What would you? They're okay with him doing that on TikTok. That's one.
That was on TikTok?
Mm-hmm. Just one. Just one.
It's a weird
Here's
motherfucker,
number
dude.
2.
Tizzy is fucking weird, man.
Naturally weird. Here is number 2.
What would you do if I broke into your house?
2 words. Andy's coming. Done.
What would you?
Number 3.
What the fuck is Andy's coming? What's that mean?
Tie her up, put her in the basement.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
That's Tizzy, and he gets all kinds of followers on TikTok. Number 3.
Yep.
He's weird. He seemed like the kind of person that would microwave a squirrel.
Jokes, okay. He's fine with
Type of
these.
dude that microwave his own dick.
Right.
And women that follow him are fine with these jokes.
Jeez.
So that I can, quite often I need 2 holes so that I can squirt. You squeeze the bag.
Yeah.
When you meet that little bit of resistance,
yeah,
it usually means it's full. Quite often I need.
That's hilarious to him. It gets, just wait.
He looked weird too. Like he was thumbing his
He
butt
did a
the whole
bunch of.
time
He
he was
did a
watching
bunch
that
of.
shit.
He went after a little girl too on this app on TikTok.
Yeah, I
And the
remember
little
that.
boy with the toy car.
Not the
There is more. Exactly what I'm looking for here. I have them all laid out here. Here it is. Here it is.
God, he's disgusting.
Yeah, in the worst possible way.
All right.
Man, I used
Jokes,
to be slow.
right?
I used to be slow at this. Jokes.
Seemed like the kind of person rub honey on his nipple and titty fuck a beehive.
By the hair and tell her I want to hold you close. Getting pressed against me tight. Lie still, close your eyes, girl. So lovely, it feels so right. By the hair and tell her.
Wait.
Seemed like we're watching a video log of a manifesto of a
I
serial
downloaded
essay artist.
every one
Like I
of
told you,
his.
I'm
I'm going to run through all of these. All of the videos that he had, and he still has them up,
gonna
and they're
run
still
through
okay
all
on
of them.
TikTok. No ban, no removal.
Wow.
All these
Make sure you
videos are
keep
still on
tabs
his
on the
account right now.
ages. Wow.
You scary skeletons and shivers down your
What is
spine.
that?
Shrinking's gonna shock your soul and seal your doom night.
What is
God,
that?
he's weird.
Everything that he does is
There's
about
more.
the perversion of the female body.
It's
While he's
weird.
telling you about how you need to stand behind women and protect women at all costs. That's his
Yeah,
MO.
'cause
One more I want you
to 'cause he see.
The
needs
same
more
thing with
porn.
Karen. The same thing with Karen.
Make sure I find the right one here.
Hate white people. Hooks up with one.
He just seems weird. Like he would
We're
watch
gonna
gay
go from
porn and
this.
cartoons simultaneously.
Yeah, most of the cartoons you watch is that.
Probably.
He looks like a type of dude that comes on his own stomach.
Right.
There's more.
And laughs about
Yes.
it.
You're gonna see where he's
Look
gonna
at it,
start
bro.
going
May not
down the
reach, may
chain
not
in age.
Right.
Look at him. He got some little ass hands, doesn't
It says 14-year-old me watching the scrambled channels.
Wow.
Wow.
The age is going down. You'll see it happening here.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Slowly,
It's
he
worse.
climbs down the age line. And he keeps going down, keeps going down, keeps going down.
I had almost 9 videos lined up
So
of just him doing this kind of crap and still
here
up
is
on TikTok.
the rest of them.
He threatened to
Watch
beat
the
a girl.
age.
What kind of bear is best? It's a ridiculous question. False.
He's
Black
in
bear.
bed, mind you.
Well, that's debatable. There are basically two schools.
The
of thought.
innuendo is
Fact.
strong.
Bears eat beets. So bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
The age. Remember the age.
Jeez.
It's gonna get
So
worse.
when I tell you he's a pedophile, I honestly believe, and I will stand by this,
much
that he's a
worse.
pedophile.
Jeez.
That's kind of sick.
Look,
Come on, give it back.
There it
First,
is.
you gotta say my name. All right, Big Daddy. Come on, now give it back.
Oh gosh.
My name
Okay.
is Carl.
What?
I'm telling you, that's the weirdest shit ever, bro. I'm telling you, these
Gonna get
motherfuckers is
younger.
disgusting.
Wow.
Call me Big
I
Daddy.
want you to listen to this one.
now remember, it's on TikTok. It's still on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Just
I know, I've
listen.
seen them.
This is allowed on TikTok because he is who he is.
I boys. You prefer men, right? I white boys. You white or black? White boys. Oh, butt boys with big butts. Oh, of course. You know, you look like a queer. Well, okay. So now you're calling me a queer in the courtroom? I didn't call you one. I said.
Ugh.
But I'm homophobic.
Yeah, right? Right.
Remember, I told you he has a large following of kids.
That's crazy. Not my kids.
So when I say he's a pedophile, that's why I can know he's a pedophile.
I'm going after
Thank
Tizzy.
you, Tasha, for being here. Thank you.
Hey, Tasha. Oh.
No, look, it's and this is why I think that I wanted this platform for us so that we can say what we need to say, because
Tasha
TikTok
makes
ain't gonna
me
let it
sweat.
happen. Hey, you're her secret crush. I called her out on it.
It ain't a secret. I've had a crush on her for years.
I got a crush on you.
You hear that, Tasha? Find
She
yourself your
know.
hubby.
I called her. I told her.
You just stop. You ain't gonna do nothing with it.
She know shit.
You weak.
Mm-hmm.
Beta.
I'm gonna have a bad wife. I just know it. Oh, God.
Crazy man. So, ladies and gentlemen, next week, 3:30 Eastern Time, we will discuss ways that we can maintain the family nucleus and avoid people like Tizzy. That'd be amazing.
True. Teach our kids to
Shantasia,
avoid
though,
people
I'm
like
telling
Dizzy.
you, there's women on TikTok who just irresistible. Shantasia, Tasha. Oh my God. Oh,
Okay. You can
Easy,
calm
Kimasabi.
down now.
I
Breathe.
can't help it.
Easy.
Breathe
This
a little.
celibate
Breathe.
shit. This celibate shit ain't
Who's
cool,
up,
bro. I'm
man?
about to
Pull
explode.
the neck out a little bit. Let
Yeah.
the heat out. Okay.
I'm getting
Take
something
your hat
pregnant.
off.
When I get married, somebody's getting pregnant. I'm just that serious.
It's not gonna happen.
Yes, it is.
Your guys don't swim.
They
So let's
swim.
see here.
Follow me, guys. I know the way. Watch. That's how my sperm
swim.
talk. That way. That's where that egg is. Come on, boys. Charge.
Oh my God.
And they
Where do
swim
we go with
dedicated.
this?
Like they strive for that egg. They be like this.
You mean they look retarded? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying
they
to
got
say?
their eyes all big and shit.
All your boys look retarded. That ain't cool, man.
Right.
Stuff like that.
They look like they about to fertilize something.
Or run into a wall because they're blind.
Right.
They gotta open their eyes so wide.
That's the liver. That'd be my dumbass sperm. You know supposed to fertilize the liver? Oh, I thought it was the egg, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yo.
So we'll see you guys next week.
All
Catch
right.
up. I'll send the link to you, AJ. You can decide to join or not.
Appreciate it.
But it'd be good to have you back.
All right.
Good dynamic to add.
I ain't coming back. Fuck
That's
Marlon.
okay. We ain't gonna miss you.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants your ass back.
Took too long to get Marlon to come back to TikTok.
Hey,
Forever.
so you want me to leave again? I'm close.
No, the fuck no.
I'm close.
You owe me $13. Shit. I mean, oh, bad about word. Fuck that. I want that shit back. Did you see the number? How much sun chips cost now?
Oh shit!
I need them
I
in
don't
my
know.
life.
I don't know. I don't do it, so I wouldn't know.
You don't eat sun chips? Oh
No,
my
I don't
God,
eat
they're
sun
50% less fat. and
I
fucking
only
delicious.
eat. I eat what's that little Triscuits? Triscuits.
Oh, Triscuits. Yeah.
I eat Doritos.
I'll eat cardboard too. That's really healthy.
Triscuits is like slave food.
Spam is slave food. I got spam.
I love
I'm gonna
spam,
I'm gonna eat some spam right now.
I have
Thank you for reminding me.
chips that are made out of cauliflower. So,
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh god.
All right,
What is
people.
cauliflower? What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
depressing,
cauliflower.
AJ.
Steam
Hearing the
cauliflower.
food you eat is just disgusting. He had cheese made out of tofu, bro.
That ain't
Cheese
cheese.
made out of
That's
fucking
tofu.
tofu.
It's just
Who the
tofu. It's not
fuck
cheese.
Right.
Cauliflower. Who the
That's like
fuck
Beyond
is
Meat.
that?
It's not Beyond Meat. It ain't meat. Is what it is.
No,
You
it's
mean to
not.
say this ain't meat?
Cauliflower
Tofu.
is disgusting.
Tofu is like when dandelions fuck rutabagas or something.
It's a
weird.
toe jam, is what they should call it. Toe jam.
Right. Ugh.
Like when you scrape all the toe jam and clump it together and make something, and you say cook that. That's what
Right.
tofu
Like,
is to me.
That's
It's
a
like,
weird
hey,
vegetable.
darling, I'm gonna cook you dinner tonight.
fungus.
What do you make? I'm making
Right.
cauliflower and asparagus.
Right.
I ain't coming there no more.
Right. Tofu can taste like dessert.
And that's
it can
why
taste
AJ
like
is so healthy.
chicken.
That's why he's so healthy.
Right.
That's how you get that $1 million smile and the ability to walk off. Of
That's
people
why
so
you
quickly.
fast
Right.
to be healthy too.
Right.
All right, people. We out. Love you guys. We'll catch y'all another day on the flip
Yes, sir.
side.
Peace.